Hello, hello, hello! We are live and back with another episode of Honkai Star Rail. Oh, God, it feels good to be here. How are we doing, everybody? Howdy, Xavier, good to see you in the chat. Oh, I've been waiting. We have, Castress here is, she's gonna be leaving us very soon, so I should probably start pulling by now, you know? We've had a very, very big anniversary going on. Let's see if I got anything. Yeah, there we go. So we had this thing, which is basically just, I don't know. Oh my God, what the hell I've been missing for. But like, yeah. Just playing around, having everyone making money for me. I guess that was cool. I was able to have that being done on the side. But like, I got all the rewards now, so I don't need to worry about it anymore. But that was kind of fun. This is like a thing to do. We also, oh yeah, of course. We also, of course, have this beautiful art with the Celeron Hunters, including us. And then we got Elio there. Elio, clearly, Elio must be the cat in the corner there. I got a wonderful message from Kafka. I selected her, and she sent me this along with some more jade. So yay! God, it's so nice. I cannot wait for the voice actors to be back. I hope they come back. I hope they don't end up being recast, but we'll see. Alright, they also have this stupid super sale thing, so full disclosure. No, okay, yeah, now I remember. Full disclosure, I did go through it. I said, you know what? I'm gonna be spending that $200, I know for sure, anyway. Later in the year when the next Dot character comes around, which should hopefully be in just a few more patches. So I'm like, okay, let's just do it now and we'll get some bonus rewards. Which was nice, because they did add this stuff. So now you can get characters. I actually got Locha already, and I also got his light cone. Mostly actually for, funnily enough, mostly for Linksha. So I can play her as DPS more. But, yeah, so I got Locha here. I've also got him... Oh, wait, right, he's up here now because I pinned him. Everyone, all the other sustains. I now officially own every sustain unit, and I'm actually pretty okay with that. I've always wanted Locha. I thought he's, you know, his design, his manner, you know, everything. Like, he's got just this cool, very knightly, you know, character to him that I just enjoy. So, I'm really happy to be able to finally, like, you know, get my hands on him. Yeah, there's Linksha running his light cone. But mainly, I wanted to get him because I wanted to have, a nice comfy unit for Castress. Because Castress revolves all around HP, it seems like. In fact, let's go take a look at that. Hello? There we go. Yay! Oh, they actually give you Locha! What the hell? Oh, you did. Oh, I get it. Oh, I get it. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Emerge from your cocoon.
Oh! Oh, that's cool. Use the Vebra Strike Shield to consume Netherwing's HP to blast all enemies. Netherwing can blast continuously, getting stronger the longer it blasts.
Boom.
Nice. Yeah, let's slow that down. So I guess what we do is... Okay. When Netherwing's HP is below 25%, it can continue blasting and trigger self-destruct to deal damage to enemies. Oh!
I only wish that death may protect us.
Okay! That's cool! God, that animation's so good! After casting your stage, you can daze enemies that will attack your radius and summon Netherwing to enter battle. That's cool. Netherwing consumes its own HP to continuously blast all enemies. When Netherwing's HP it continues blasting to trigger self-destruct. So basically, you want to heal up Netherwing a lot, right? So I'm understanding this correctly?
Be careful. There's something unsettling ahead.
Uh-huh.
Emerge from your cocoon.
Oh, that's just such a cool... That's such a cool entrance animation. There we go. And I can stop here. Right?
This flower, bloom.
Well, they all died, right? Oh no. Oh, he's healing. Oh, he's healing another way. That's cool. Oh, I see. Okay, so that's... You press square, and then that'll stop it, then. Cool. Do this. Do this.
Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead will return! That which is seized must be repaid.
Take off the cover! Delivering warmth!
There we go. Oh, we're gonna do this too.
It's coming! Ready, set! Fighting the west wind, away we go!
I will say, if I had, like, you know, if this wasn't a gacha game and I had, like, all the opportunity I could to get whatever character I wanted, I definitely would get Treeby. They're fun.
Darkness follows me.
That's
I only wish that death may protect us.
okay. I guess we do this.
Me.
Right?
Me.
I assume then you do this. I still don't know. I still don't know how to play Remembrance MC because I haven't built them. Which might come back to bite me in the future.
Please, wilt here.
God, that's such cool. With like the eye and everything. I do this.
Huge news! Me.
Yeah, you can actually get away with doing this
Receive
now.
divinity.
We like you.
Uh-huh.
It's coming.
Let's do this
Fighting
quick.
the west wind, away we go!
Then we do
I
this.
grant you this. As you wish. Embrace new life, Pollux.
Oh, this is Pollock?
Take off the cover!
Woo!
Good.
Woo! Oh, yeah, let's do it. Let's go all the way here.
I only wish that death may protect us.
Well, that's pretty cool. I like exploding Death Dragon. That's neat. That's neat. Okay, yeah. I can't skip this character. That's too cool. Now, I lost my 50-50 on Mighty to Bronya, which isn't the worst thing in the world, but still, it was a loss. So I have the guaranteed on Castris. So the question just is, how much will I lose on this guarantee? How much will I actually lose? I have more than enough to actually get her. The question is just, is it going to be enough? I guess we'll see, huh? Alright. Will it, I actually don't know. How deep in pity are we? I assume we're not that much in pity. Okay, so we're a little bit. Alright, we're a little bit. We're 16 into pity, so we're not that far off, honestly. So then, like, I could just do, this. Yep, done. Not getting her. Alright. Ooh. If I ever get Boot Hill, I guess that'll be a nice little light cone to have. Nope. Gallagher, we don't care. But, wait. Don't need to do that. Yay! Alright. Nope. Alright, so that's my 30 pulls that I just had there reserved. The rest is now either Jade. We'll save those. We don't need to go into that. So let's dip into the Jade supply here. That was 30, so again, we're at about halfway through the pity. Again, it would be real nice if I got it right here now. You know, the earlier the better, the more I save for the future. Oh, I got her. I got her! It's actually what I wanted! Yay! Woo! Nice. Addlings. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? There we go. Well, there's Castris. Alright, so, they also have available Acheron and Jiaoqiu, who I'm skipping. But also a few... Oh, 3 Nihility characters. That's crazy. I don't really want Fugue Z1 right now. I'm very happy with my Fugue as is. I'd rather save for future characters. Yay! Getting closer and closer to maxing out that battle pass, too. Alright, where is she? There she is. I had her all pre-farmed for this, so... we should be able to get her maxed out
Light
here.
is coming in.
Well, good for you on the whole light thing, but, like... I need more death, you know? Maybe more life, because you want HP, I guess, to suck from other people? Let's do that.
Look, light is coming in.
I mean... Alright, that's enough purples there.
Look, light is coming in.
There we go. Yay!
All things cycle through life and death. The
All right.
end is also the beginning.
And that actually gives us enough passes for us to do another temple on the standard banner. Light Cone. I have that on Natasha right now, so that's all set. We're using the Battle Pass Light Cone with Fei Xiao, and not just because it's hot. Let's see. And then Natasha should... yeah, Natasha also has all my relics. Why the hell was Qingquez coming first? Oh, I see why, because... yeah, I can see why. We don't need to worry about that, though, so... right? No. This is the one, right? That Natasha has. And then... these boots. This orb. This... yeah, why are you... I guess because it landed on it more, I guess, but that's fine. Alright. Alright, so... she currently gets 32 extra crit rate from her set bonus, because she's under... she's way under... she's way under 94 speed, that's for sure. So in total, she has 78.9% crit rate here. She also gets crit rate, I think. Oh my god, what? Right, this is my first Remembrance character. What the hell is this shape? HP is higher than or equal to 50% for max. Your speed increased by 40%. Oh, that's good. Deals fatal damage to all enemies on the field or brings their HP cannot be reduced further. The field or brings them to a point where their speed increases by 100%, lasting for 1 turn. Now, the one thing I don't like about Castris...
the traces we leave in this world will last much longer than death.
Yeah, the one thing I don't like about Castris is she seems to have... she has a global passive thing, where basically she gives you a free revive whether or not she's in your party. I don't like that, again.
The traces we leave
Just
in
for
this
the
world
record.
will last much longer than death.
I don't like that whatsoever. It's going to be very annoying when I die, but don't actually die in my Sim Uni runs now, because I'm going to feel like it's because of a global passive, not because of anything I did during my run. So I'm going to really hate that, but outside of that, I'm really excited about this character, and it looks like her combat's definitely nice. Oh, we need more of these. There we go. Howdy, hey, Shy Knight. Just in time. Hopefully, let's get this character all, if not maxed out, then close to maxed out. You know.
The traces we leave in this
damage
world
dealing
will
increased by
last
6
much
seconds,
longer
6 less
than
than-
death.
That's a lot of death. Yeah. Okay, cool. So it auto does it. That's actually real nice. It saves me a lot of trouble. I actually don't know what would be... basic attack I think we can ignore. Yeah, I think we can ignore basic attack. Yeah. God, this... So I'm gonna stop with basic once we hit the purples. Okay, yeah, like now I don't care about basic anymore. I don't want to waste too much because I think we're getting more stuff from events and things, so... There we go. There we go. There we are. Coolio. I feel like there's so much more to do here. Maybe, yeah, because you have to do the memo sprite as well. That is just... There we go. No, again, not doing that. Again, focus more on getting all the blues taken care of. There we are. There we are. What's the recommendation actually on what you prioritize? Your talent, the memo sprite skill, and the memo sprite talent, and then, okay. So basically prioritize these things. Then you want this. Should be still okay if we do this, though. And then... what would be more recommended? The skill over the ultimate, okay. I want to get Castris, but decided not to since I want Jiaocho for Akron, except I lost the 50-50 and got Fushwen instead, who I didn't have at least. Now I have a guarantee for Cypher next patch. That's good, that's good. So, like, overall, like, it could, like, obviously, it's always nice to get the units you want, but hey, getting Fushwen isn't bad. I mean, I'm looking forward to getting an E1 Fushwen from the 50-50 Lost Bowl. Oh, which, by the way, I did not even highlight. Yeah, that's a thing now, which is really, really, really freaking cool. Like, now if you lose, Celestial Invitation, right? Yeah. Now if you lose, you get Fushwen, Blade, or Zila instead, so I took out Welt, because I'd rather just get more Eidolons for Jeppy. Get him closer to E6. Clara's already E2 as well. Himiko I could use being E2. Bronya could be used being E2 or E4 or E6. Like, honestly, just more Bronya would be cool. And then, I don't own Zila, so why not? And, Blade, I mean, generally speaking, I think that, like, Blade's the unit I'd want to get the most. Like, I just really want to have him. Plus, with battle passes and stuff, I can slowly but surely get currency, so I can get his Light Cone then. And then maybe I'll keep going for Fushwen's, but, like, that's not, like, a super high priority for me. I'm also saving my, my extra thing now that I have Locha for any future units they add to this shop, in case I want them. I don't care for Ron May, never gonna get Ron May, so that's not happening. Overall, I'm very happy with where I'm at. Now, Cypher I'm gonna have to skip. I definitely want to save for Hycelin. I'm gonna be skipping Hyacine as well. I'm just not, you know, Hyacine's like Treeby, where there's stuff I really like about her design and stuff, but other things I just don't like about, like, I don't know, the cutesiness and stuff like that, so I don't think I'm gonna get her. gonna have to skip Cypher probably. I'm thinking about maybe an Axa, but I have to really think hard on that one. Maybe if we get lucky and I get him like super early or whatever, I'll pull for him. But like, I don't know. I wanna make sure that I save and stuff because I also wanna. Ideally, I would like to get Herda and Jade's light cones whenever they rerun. Like, Herda's got to rerun in the next few patches, so I gotta prepare for that. And Jade, yeah, I also want to get Jade's light cone. Because, like, again, she's already at, like, 92%. Add the 16% from her light cone, she'll have 100% and stuff. It'll be nice for her build, plus everything. Plus, I just love Jade. Jade is such a... I think Jade's probably one of my favorite units I've owned so far in terms of pure, like, gameplay and stuff. Kafka will always be the true fave, though. And then, what else do we have to worry about here? I can actually dip a little bit into these now. That should be fine. Like I said, I'm going to be saving those. Not going to be that crazy going on top of them. Yeah, I'd want to see... Because we have an event which is going to give us stuff, right? Yeah, I'm going to get some stuff from it. So, like, that's 24 plus 16, right? So, that's 40 divided by 3, right? And you're going to get, like, a solid 13 of those. So, enough for 1. Okay, so that's actually good. That's a good way to... That's a good way to plan it, then. That's 113, so I can afford to lose. So that's one of these. So, if her talent, her skill, and then her ultimate are that levels for priorities, then we'll do... Right? And then the rest is something where it's like, okay, well, maybe I'm gonna have to get something else for her in the future, but we'll see. Yep. There we go. There we go. I got Ruan Mei because I didn't have her just in case I want to break team in the future. Well, that's fair, right? Like, again, I'm not saying, like, Ruan Mei's a bad unit. She just doesn't click with me, right? Like, I don't pull for meta. It's nice if my interests align with meta, but, like, I've gotten... I should probably get... Like, if I was pulling for meta, I should probably get every Harmony unit, not every Sustain unit, right? But I just really love all the different Sustain units and what they bring to the table for their various teams. I prefer Nihility, obviously, except I'm not interested in the Acheron engine. Jiao Cho doesn't do it enough for me, individually either. Like I said, Robin would be a maybe, along with Treeby. It's just, again, they're just never the priority when it comes to pulling. Again, I was very tempted with Rappa. Again, would be cool to always get these guys, but I don't know. I feel like Argenti's gonna need a buff in the future, honestly. Yeah, same with these guys. Like, I'm not too crazy if I don't get them. Mighty was the only one where I was like, I would have really loved getting Mighty. Mighty Moss! It would have been so awesome to get the King of Castrum Kronos, right? But more important to me would probably be getting Blade, which, again, I'm hoping we'll lose him on a 50-50 in the future. Jing Liu is kind of low priority. I have zero interest in Dragon Young here. And then, Yun Li, yeah, I have Clara. I don't care for Clara Pro Max. So, like, overall, I'm very happy with where I've gotten on my pulls and stuff like that. The question is just that next dot unit for Kafka. I need to be prepared for. I need to be ready. Since she is the new unit we just got. Let's see. Yeah, let's do adding you. Yeah, I guess this will be the best team I've got for the time being. Sparkle for some attack bonuses on Luocha, I guess. Honestly, let's give Luocha his light cone too. Oh my god. Hello? God, the game has to fix this. That's the one thing that it's had since launch that is always annoying me, is when it does not register properly what you're actually selecting. Yeah, let's flip this over. I really hope they make more Nihility units that work for Acheron after Cypher's release, because it feels like it takes forever for Nihility units to release. It takes forever for every unit to release, right? Like, the problem is that this is a game where they come out with, like... They stopped with 4 stars, but they came out with 2 5 stars almost every patch now. I think Rappa's been the one exception. And the problem with that is that, like, yay, great, we get lots of units coming out every patch. But it's still not enough because there's so many different archetypes, right? Like, how long did it take for, like, Tree which, if I recall correctly, is an HP scaling buffer unit to come out for, like, units like Blade and stuff? And it was only because they were coming out with new DPS like Mighty and Casterus now. It's like, it's one of those things where it's like, it takes forever for certain units to get, like, more support or new toys to play with. And that, I would say, is unfortunate, right? If Cypher ends up being really good for Acheron, though, I'm glad, because now Acheron can run Jiaoqiu and Cypher together for the 2 Nihility units, and hey, they can maybe get like a really good sustain in the future, or even more Nihility units that will work with Acheron as well for more options. Like, again, it'd be cool to see that, but I just don't know if it's gonna happen anytime soon. Like, it may be like Dot, where you're gonna get like 1 Dot unit a year, right? I guess we'll see. What do we have? Oh, right. Alright, Casterus! We got our Caster and Pollux combo, finally at last. Is there anything I want to worry about with Locha now, with what we've got left over? I mean, just, it increases his... talent, skill, basic, ultimate. Yeah, his ult's not that important. It's just damage. Which he doesn't do any of. Honestly, I could have left that. I could have, like, not touched it. Get that up there. Yeah. There we go. And then I'm actually out. I'm actually out here. I'm actually legitimately out of materials finally. And the only one I'm getting is like 72 more of these, which is like 8 value. So like that's cool and all, but like that's not gonna max me out. All right, so that means over the next few weeks, it's gonna be farming. It's gonna be farming Calyxes for Locha whenever that comes up in the weeklies. I need to get my man to have maximum like everyone else. But hey, at the very least, he's got decent relics to hold him over until he's got it. I crafted this one with speed and it rolled, you know, okay enough. I would have liked an attack. I would like that defense to be attack, but like attack percent, but like, you know, it is what it is. This, I'll be honest, I'm looking for a better one. Ideally one with a speed substat. Because look, he's already almost at 160. His light cone gets him extra 12 speed, right? And there's going to be a new set coming out that's going to give him 12% speed as well. So like combine both of those, that's going to be like 24%, that's going to be 24 extra speed on him. He's very close to hitting the 180 mark, which is what you want for his outgoing healing on this, which is what I really would love to see for some craziness. Yeah, imagine like a Nihility sustain, just like how they made Tree do damage even though she's Harmony. Yeah, that's what, again, that's what the nice thing about this game is, that it has its roles and stuff, but they're still willing to be creative in like, you know, what those roles can do. Like Tree does a bit of personal AoE damage and stuff, which helps distinguish her from, say, like Robin, who's, you know, like she does some personal damage, but it's very much fixed and limited, right? She's very much designed so, okay, you play her with other follow-up units, that way, you know, she benefits more from the follow-ups to keep her craziness going with her action advance. But, like, in comparison, we have, we could have, like, say, a Nihility debuffer unit who does heals based on, like, dots or debuffs or, you know, like, different applications, stuff like that. Plus, they're now planning on buffing characters like Kafka, you know, Blade, and Silverwolf and stuff. So that might also help open up potential variety in the future, because you're going to have these units who might have new mechanics or tools, you know, tacked on to help play with, like, future units that they're planning for. So, like, I'm very much interested in seeing, where we're going to be at by the end of the year. Because my hope is that, one is obviously that I'm going to have, the Kafka buffs and the Hycelin as the new Dot unit's going to really just make everything, like, you know, pop up for Dot. I'm also really hopeful that we're going to get, I wouldn't say, like, less Harmony units, but I feel like, what's the word? Like, more, how do I put it? More variety in Harmony units for you get to choose and decide for, right? Because I just feel like, it feels like, strangely, it feels like we get a Harmony unit almost like every other patch, right? But it only ever feels like they're for, like, 1 or maybe 2 teams. right? It just kind of feels a bit weird. I don't know. Maybe it's because of my Nihility bias, but I just would like it if there's a bit more of a balance where it's like, okay, like we have like really like special like harmony units that can work in multiple of teams. Like maybe they'll have like one of them where they're super efficient, but they're really kind of like, you know, nice in a lot of stuff. That's what I like about Sparkle and to a lesser extent Sunday, right? Is that you can make them really work in a bunch of different teams, even if they're not necessarily best in slot, and they're able to clear just fine. With Tribi, it's a bit weird because she's HP scaling and stuff like that, so it's like she very much feels like she's kind of built for like, you know, very niche units. Imagine if they make Silverwolf AoE, I'll be glad if they summoned her when she first came out. I'd be okay if they just make her Blast. I feel like Blast would be very fair. But I don't know. I feel like the biggest problem with Silverwolf, I think the biggest problem with Silverwolf is one, her the RNG when you're not playing mono teams for her, and even then there's always a 25% chance you just get quantum weakness with her, right? So that can make things very difficult to work with. I also don't like that it's so difficult to make her sub DPS without Eidolons. I feel like for Nihility units, even when they're support, they need to be able to do a little bit of DPS. Now, I don't know if they're going to make her go more in the break direction than the crit direction or whatever, right? So maybe I'll have to refarm my relics and stuff for her. But, like, I would really love it if they made it where, like a lot of other Nihility units, there's, like, some scaling where, okay, if you have effect hit rate, you're going to go into, like, speed or crit stats or something. Just something to make it easier for you to build. Probably speed would be better, because then you have more flexibility on what kind of Silver Wolf you want to play. Do you want to play a Break Wolf? Do you want to play a Crit Wolf? Do you want to just play pure support, and you're trying to maximize her effect rate, hit rate, and speed requirements and things like that? And I feel like that would do a lot more. But yeah, she also probably needs to be Blast at least, maybe AoE. Just something so that way when you're playing her in like mono quantum teams and stuff like that, it doesn't matter what the DPS unit is, Silverwolf has you covered on making sure that they're all weakness broken and stuff. Because that's limiting her, I think, amazingly. Like, I could see Silverwolf replacing my Sparkle on this team if they made her, if they made it where she was, like, I don't know, like, pick the weakness of the unit that's in the first, you know, the first slot on your team, so in this case Castris, and therefore will apply that weakness to everyone, all the enemies on the field or whatever, and all the resistance lowering. That'd be cool. I also want a Nihility character that heals along with doing some form of dot, so we can finally have a new character for dot team. I feel the same way about like Mono Quantum having a attack scaling quantum sub DPS healer for so you can have Sparkle, that healer, probably Silver Wolf once she's buffed, and then like, you know, any like quantum DPS, but obviously you're probably gonna want like a Zila or a Qingque or something like that, right? I would love a dot healer or a dot like preservation unit or something like that. I don't know how they would design that exactly, but I'm okay with just using Huohuo because, well, I love Huohuo, but putting that aside, where is she? Where's my? There we go. Wait, why are you, Huohuo? What are you doing down there, girl? Like, you're supposed to be pinned with everybody. Like, what is this? Anyway, I love Huohuo and stuff like that. So I feel like what's more important to me is getting that ideal triple dot setup, right? You need triple 5-star dot units in order to give you know, Kafka her full DPS potential. And again, I feel like with the buffs that they're giving to Kafka, I don't know if they're gonna change Eidolons and stuff like that as well. From what I've seen from leaks, they have ideas of doing stuff with her follow-up attack, which I'm really liking, if true, because it really feeds into everything you want with Kafka, giving her more speed, more energy, more cycling, more, like, all that stuff. I really like that. So that way you don't have to necessarily make her personal damage that crazy. But with other dot units and her being able to, go, like, you know, her being encouraged to just go as fast as possible, she could just pull off some, like, crazy stuff. I would love that. But I guess we'll see. Anyway, that's enough of me, like, chatting about, like, the state of the game and stuff like that. We have so much to get through in terms of story and stuff like that. So, like, what's going on over here? What's going on? Is this the main story? Just to make sure. Yep, okay. Yep, okay. I can't believe you were all a part of an event.
One more species.
Alright, let's see what this is all about. What's this? Trebius' memory has unveiled the very first prophecy. Cool. God, I hate the lack of EA! All shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle. Such is the will of fate. If I take on Oryx's trial, will the prophecy come to pass for me as well? Regardless, I must give Aglaia an answer. Alright, we're gonna do like the time trial or whatever, right? Some time ago. Some time.
Ah, it's you, Cass. I finished the anthology of poems you lent me. Here it is.
I thought you'd be too preoccupied to find time for reading.
Precisely because of these obligations, I felt compelled to read it swiftly.
Wouldn't all these preoccupations slow your pace?
On the contrary, knowing that time is limited can push one to overcome their limitations. The weight of these responsibilities seems to have enhanced my reading efficiency.
I understand completely. During my time at the Grove, the closer exams drew, the more efficient I became at tackling everyday mundane tasks. Anything but my actual studies.
They still haven't fixed her lip sync, huh?
Precisely. As I remember, you and Finon were both disciples of the new Sporists. I assume that Anaxa's exams were as unreasonable as the man himself, correct?
The courses Professor Anaxa taught were Introduction to Alchemy and History of Mythology. And to be perfectly honest, those two courses were the students' greatest nightmares.
The history of mythology taught by the blasphemous great performer himself. I can imagine their fear.
Now that I think about it, students would often rush to the podium during class to challenge him on those blasphemous ideas. May I ask, Lady Aglaia, has your relationship with Professor Anaxa always been like this?
He openly dismisses people's faith and questions the very justification of the Flame Chase journey. Our positions have been destined to be at odds. While you were studying there, I assume you must have heard of his nickname.
Dromus Straight in Finery?
What?
As I see it, this nickname is more of an insult to the Dromas.
Oh, wow.
Despite his insufferable arrogance, I do hold a certain respect for his nature as a scholar. To remain true to his principles, he is unafraid to stand opposed to the world, and that requires considerable resolve. Anaxagoras' life is almost like a satire. As a Chrysos heir, he refuses to heed the prophecy, while he disrespects the gods.
The gods have chosen him.
He was indeed chosen by Circes. Is something weighing on you, Cass?
Not really willingly.
The golden thread is quivering. I sense there's more to this exchange than idle chatter.
With all due respect, I'd like to know what you plan to do with him.
Uh-huh.
In light of his assistance in the battle against the Flame Reaver, I am willing to grant him some time to find a way to remove the core flame. However, if Anaxa decides to make any move that places us in danger, I will not hesitate to take extreme measures.
Just as I feared.
Huh?
The Flame Chase journey is the destined path for the Chrysos heirs. Yet he now seems more like an empty shell. Given his strong sense of self-respect, I trust that Anaxagoras will make the right decision.
Still, I can't help but hope for another possibility. Perhaps Anaxa will also overcome his limitations, now that he knows time is limited.
I understand your stance. Let's continue this discussion another time. But now, let's greet our guest.
Okay.
You're here.
Hey, Julian! Oh,
Does this mean you're ready to take on Oryx's trial?
I guess. Oh! We are ready! Wait, what? No,
It
undo,
seems
redo,
that
I
the
didn't mean that!
sacred beast
Get rid of this
is
bunny!
just as indispensable, given their intricate ties to the Titan.
Memmy mem, memmy mem 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 mem, memmy mem memmy mem.
Oh, save me.
Surrendering the core flame is a Chrysos heir's duty. Your selfless assistance is deeply appreciated. However, I urge you to carefully consider the risks of accepting the trial. Becoming a demigod means forsaking your humanity. You will inherit Orynyx's divinity and bear the time of Amphorius, all on your own. From that point onward, your fate will be forever intertwined with ours, never to be separated again, until the end of Genesis.
Oh, then we know it's not gonna work then. Oh,
On the contrary,
damn it! You're trying to talk me out of it?
you are the only one who qualifies to attain divinity. Yet, for that very reason, I do not wish to pressure you.
I'm doing okay, all things considered. I think it's been a crazy couple past few weeks, right? In some ways, they've gotten crazier, but overall, I think I'm doing pretty okay. No, the meds! Let me out! Let me out! I'm in a prison of meds. Mem. Is there a plan B?
It's exceedingly rare to find a capable Chrysos heir. If this path proves unattainable, I am willing to lower my expectations.
Wow.
There are still many priests of Yanissopolis and their descendants in the city. If I'm left with no other option, I'll try to find someone worthy among them.
If I do not descend into hell, who will? Alright, that's it. I'm out.
Memmy mem mem.
No! I'm stuck with you.
Memmy mem. Mem hero.
Shut it!
Memmy mem mem. Mem mem. Memmy mem 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 mem. Memmy mem mem.
Uh-huh.
It looks like you know that Titan rather well.
Oh.
Memories that exist outside of your own experiences.
I can't explain why, but I can vouch for Mem's words. When I was in the Abyss, I heard the Titan's groans, full of pain and grievances, yet without any ill will.
Do I have any say in this?
Please, mem.
Please stop with the meds.
Huge.
Looks like there's no other way. I'm stuck with all of you.
Since you've made your decision, go back to the bath chamber and get some rest. Trinem will call for you when the ceremony is ready. It is difficult for me, as the guide, to absolve myself from blame for things to have progressed to this point. Time and again, you have risen to the occasion for Akima. Nearly rewarding you with some honeydew is no longer able to express the extent of our gratitude. When the dust settles, I hope that we'll have the chance to have a long chat regarding your return journey and the curse of the sky. It's about time that we lift the taboo and discuss things openly.
What? Before leaving, I should go and say hi to Castoris. Wait, why? Like, but she was there in the conversation with us. No need to go say hi. Okay, no, it's just the guy. What's this? Game tools. The hell's it? What? What? I do not understand why that thing goes up. It goes up sometimes. Becoming a demigod yet? Nope.
May everything
They're trying to force
go
me,
well
though.
for you and Mem.
I'll send you to Mem jail. No! Let me out! I demand to break out, please! Alright. You need a glide for something too?
It's nothing. I only came to discuss some matters with Lady Aglaya.
Maybe it's not her lip sync. Maybe she's just a really good ventriloquist, Chad. You ever thought about that?
Previously, I lent her an anthology of poems that Lady Drian had gifted to me. Tracing back, this anthology was something left for Lady Drian by a bard before their passing. Although personal properties should be cleared out once their owner has passed on, Lady Drian gave this book to me since she knew how much I like to read.
Is this book very special?
No, it's just an ordinary book. It's definitely not some kind of unique copy. It just contains an allegory. In a faraway land, in a city known as Styxia, a dragon corrupted by the Black Tide descended one day, swooping upon the city like death itself. It swallowed the princess of the city whole before it was suppressed. After taking down the evil dragon, the warriors discovered that the princess's life had already met its end. Overwhelmed by grief, the queen hired an alchemist to resurrect the princess using the dragon's flesh and blood. However, having lost memories of her previous life, the resurrected princess turned into an evil dragon herself and wreaked havoc on the city. As a result, the prosperous Styxia met its demise.
What a touching story. What a dark story. What a touching story.
Mem.
Hey, listen, I like that type of stuff, okay?
I actually think so too.
See?
Mem.
The author of this book is Arcadia,
Only I'm allowed to break
a
the fourth
wandering
wall.
bard who traveled to many cities. Among the things she left behind are poems, dictionaries, and many tragicomedy scripts. She even clearly underlined and took notes in books that covered myths with her elegant handwriting. While flipping through these books, I felt like I was afforded a glimpse into the life of Arcadia. It felt just like I was traveling with someone that I'd never met before. It was as if she had yet to pass on and was still alive.
She probably did not think much of it while she was writing.
That's right. Writing, drawing, and taking photographs. It seems like human nature to try and leave records of things.
Oh boy.
Speaking
comment.
of taking photographs, when I was helping you to take the photo previously, I did not look through the photos in your photo stone out of courtesy. But I'm also very curious about the story of the Rosy Celestial Maiden. Despite having visited many cities in Amphorius, I still understand nothing about the world beyond the sky. If there is an opportunity... forget it. Let's talk about this in the future. For now, I only hope that you'll be able to complete the trial safely and obtain Orynyx's blessing.
I see. Alright, so she just wants to know more about what's going on outside. I don't think there's anything else to do here. Time to go back and talk to Don Hung. Yep, alright.
May you complete the trial safely and obtain Orynyx's blessing.
Well, now that I know we're gonna apparently be bound here, it's 100% not gonna work. 100% not gonna work. There's no way they're actually gonna bound me to this place for all eternity. I have to trailblaze! I can't be stuck here as a demigod! Who'd want that? I don't care how many nice hot baths with half-naked people are here. Get out of my room. Get out! Get out!
Yeah.
Get out! Oh. What the hell are you doing here? Citizens Assembly.
That's right.
Oh.
Oh, partner, you're back just in time. This is something that the both of you should probably know.
Some good news, more trouble.
I wouldn't call it trouble. I just think it will be favorable if the both of you understand the situation in Akima better.
Do you remember the Council of Elders that was on our heels previously? It seems like they've made their move.
Some background information for you. The Council of Elders is an authoritative body in Amphorius, made up of different city representatives. They hold legislative power over the Holy City, and are in charge of presiding over the Citizens' Assembly held once every few years. This is the most important social event of Akima. It is highly influential, and can even affect what happens to the Flame Chase journey.
So Glide doesn't actually call the shots?
Despite her vision and wisdom that spans across thousands of years, even she cannot win over the hearts of everyone.
I never once passed my sociology class! Perhaps you should retake some exams next time we visit Paperfold University. Tell me more about the Citizens Assembly, then.
Every 5 to 10 years, the Council of Elders organizes a Citizens' Assembly at Dawncloud. During the assembly, the representatives will vote on major issues, such as whether the Chrysos heirs led by Aglaya should still hold the right to govern the Holy City, and whether the Titan's conquest should continue.
It sounds like some sort of system to balance the heroes and the mortals.
That is correct. However, the problem lies in the fact that there are ill-intentioned extremists in the Council of Elders. They view the Citizens' Assembly as a way to restrain the Chrysos heirs and hope to take complete control over the Flame-Chase journey. We can refer to them as the Opposition.
Uh-huh.
During the assemblies held in the past 100 years, the voices supporting the Opposition have been growing stronger in the shadows. It's only thanks to Aglaya that the Flame-Chase journey has been able to continue to this day.
Well, maybe you should listen to your people, just
The
saying.
Citizens' Assembly is just around the corner.
If it's
But
growing,
this time,
clearly.
there seems to be a new variable to the situation.
Something's resonating. Is it Anaxa? It looks like you've realized it as well.
I'm afraid that the Council of Elders might want to take advantage of Professor Anaxa. Aglaya will surely take back Cersei's core flame. But with Anaxa's current condition, it's so unique that nobody knows how taking the core flame away from him will affect him.
He'll probably just drop dead.
He has always been someone that is only concerned about his own research. I'm certain that he must want to escape from the monitoring of the Golden Thread and protect himself. If the Opposition were to offer an olive branch at this time...
You suspect that he might betray the Flame Chase journey and defect toward the Council of Elders.
Anaxa has never believed in the prophecy, so technically it cannot be considered a betrayal. However, he has taught many Chrysos heirs, and has long been considered an important ally of Akuma. I truly do not wish to see comrades turning on one another.
Wow, Mighty left. He's got real depressed all of a sudden, huh? I have a better understanding of the full picture now. Is there anything that we can do?
As I believe in his character, I plan to plead with Aglaya and try to buy more time for him. Then, the greatest way in which you can help is for you to know what I am fighting for.
We understand. Thank you for being honest with us. Things are piling up again. Kaelis and Mem are tied up with Ornyx's trial, and while I'm preparing to visit the Grove to uncover clues about the world beyond the sky. Let's take things one step. I wanted to just take a rest out. None of these things seem like they're going to be easy to deal with. I just want to rest right now.
Allow me to apologize for the fact that we always seem to be troubling you. I hope that Ornyx will show more benevolence and be more accommodating. I remember that they seemed quite fond of you back in the Abyss. Go and rest and regain your strength. We'll meet at the Vortex in a few days. Oh, right. You can read this scroll if you want to find out more about the Council of Elders and the Citizens' Assembly.
Cool. Who is your favorite character for Amphorius right now? Okay, so... design-wise, I think Castris and the stuff with Pollux or whatever, the Netherwing Dragon thing is cool. But I think in terms of actual, like, character writing, I think probably Midamos or Aglaya would be up there. Yeah, probably one of them. Aglaya's an interesting character, right? Because you have this character who's supposed to be, like, sort of like this 1,000-year-long ceiling, and, like, her emotions are, like, dead inside her, right? So it's so like she kind of has to struggle with trying to balance this sort of like, you know, inherent lack of humanity and like this idea, you know, this idea of like I know better than anybody else, right? So she has this like, you know, this tyrannical streak that she's trying to always like try to, you know, like rein in a little bit, right? But you know, you can't really do when you have like these threads that let you be able to like keep track of everyone and everything and all that stuff, right? So there's always this idea of like, okay, like what's going through her head at any given time, and I like that. I like how she's willing to get tough with people and like go to extreme measures if necessary, so that's an interesting aspect. But Midamos, I don't know, Midamos has that classic Greek tragedy to his narrative that I just really enjoy. I really do like that. I like what they did with him basically just being like, okay, I'm your king, and now I hereby disband all kingship forever and ever. As your king, this is my command, you must obey. I really did like how they handled that. Yeah. I think that's probably, like, the best so far. Like, I could see myself really liking Anaxa, depending on what happens this quest. And I might end up really loving Castris, too, as a character, depending on what we get this quest. So far, Castris has just been kind of the kudere, right? She's not, like... She's, like, she's not, like, totally, like, blank face or anything like that, but she's very much low energy and kind of, like, kind of like the somber, quiet girl type. I would like to see where her story's going with Thanatos and stuff, and what the meat is going to be there. But I guess we'll have to see, right? I mean, this is supposed to be her patch, right? A study of the Citizens' Assembly. Democratic politics has always fascinated citizens of different city-states in Amphorius. When Akama was first established, its democracy was limited to a privileged minority. However, through ongoing reforms, the Akaman Citizens' Assembly took to the stage, transforming Akama's governments into a democracy for all, where the Citizens' Assembly made every major decision. It's important to note that as the Black Tide draws near and citizens from other city-states to join Akama's political life, the precious rights of Akama's original citizens are becoming increasingly diluted. Consequently, voices calling for reforms with the Akaman Citizens' Assembly system grew ever louder. That is interesting, right? Because it does create a huge influx of people, because they're like, okay, we're refugees from this, right? But now it's like, okay, now we have to kind of assimilate these people into... And yeah, I can see how that could cause problems. Democracy is only one of the consequences of civilization's development, rather than the cause of development. For democracy to be productive, it must appoint different rules for different society, situation, issues. No single ruler can be optimal for all scenarios. In other words, Akama's Citizens' Assembly system will continue to evolve as this book is written. Due to time limitations, this publication focuses only on the current Akaman Citizens' Assembly, not its future developments. Readers should bear this limitation in mind. Citizenship, and citizenship policies of Akama. Before examining the Akaman Citizens' Assembly operational mechanisms and core functions in depth, we must first address the matter of citizenship rights, and citizenship policies of Akama. The Elders have once noted that Akama is a collective of free citizens. Due to the substantial power citizens possess, citizenship qualifications must be strictly regulated to ensure citizens' rights. Discussions on the recognition of naturalized citizens' rights were once the foci of disputations between the leader of the Chrysosaires and the Council of Elders. As more Amphorian city-states fell over time, and as the Black Tide drew closer, citizenship rights reforms became imperative. Judging from the final outcome, citizens from all city-states have equal citizenship rights in the Holy City, and can have equal participation in public matters. While social differences naturally exist between rich and poor, locals and travelers, the Holy City of Akama would not allow these social distinctions to become political divisions, and will ensure complete political equality among all citizens. Yeah, they haven't really clarified what exactly constitutes a citizen, though, right? They talk about natural-born citizens, so I imagine the idea is that if you're born in Akama, that you're going to generally be considered an Akama citizen. But, like, what about, like, say, all these refugees and other, sort of migrants that are coming in here, or travelers are doing stuff? Like, do they have visa systems? Like, do they have anything on like adjudicating this stuff? Like, I don't know, I feel like it just sort of takes for granted what the idea of being a citizen and citizen rights are as well. Like, it doesn't define what rights would mean in this context. Anyway, operational mechanism of the Citizens' Assembly. Barring emergencies, Akama Citizens' Assembly follows strict protocols when it is called. The current Council of Elders, a governmental entity made of representatives of the city-state, posts the upcoming Citizens' Assembly agenda and venue, usually down cloud in the Holy City, at the Wall of Heroes before each meeting. Usually, topics are proposed by Council of Elders members before the Assembly and become official Assembly items after receiving majority Council approval. The Council predetermines which matters to address and when. Once confirmed, the Council Chairman hands over the agenda to the Council of Elders Assembly Chair, who presides over the meeting. Normally, matters cannot be discussed at the Citizens' Assembly without prior council review. Council-reviewed matters yield only two outcomes. Either they're already thoroughly discussed and only need citizens' votes, or they require citizens to hold debates to reach final resolutions during the Assembly. Results are tallied using pottery shards blessed with Kephalese runes, with voting dolia placed throughout Akama during assemblies. Oh, cool! After thorough discussion and voting of all proposals, the Council of Elders pose approved decrees at the Wall of Heroes. Core functions of Citizens' Assembly. The Assembly wields the important capacities of legislative power, the appointment of government officials, declaring war, conceding peace, and the actual control of armies during wartime. Yet, historically and practically, Akama Citizens' Assembly isn't fully controlled and directed by citizens, but rather a means to ensure that elites who represent the majority social interests can effectively manage social matters. In other words, the current system where the leader of the Chrysosaires and the Council of Elders jointly manage Akama was decided by the Akama Citizens' Assembly system. Citizens influence policymakers through voting and other means of political participation, rather than directly managing social affairs or making political decisions. Well, they haven't really clarified how the voting for the representatives and stuff goes either. My favorite character from Enforced is Cypher, but a lot of people hate her, but you'll find out why when you meet her, because I don't want to spoil anything for you. Yeah, no spoilers. I'm surprised, though. I feel like Catgirl would be instant beloved by everybody, but there must be something really, unsavory about her, I guess. I don't know, she's a thief character, like, how bad could it be? Appendix, principal members of the Council of Elders. The Council of Elders is a governmental organization consisting of representatives from Amphorius' city-states. While most are elected by their city-states, some receive direct invitations from current Council of Elder members. Authorized by the Citizens' Assembly, they manage various practical affairs within Akuma. So from what I'm getting is the idea is they create blocks based on city-states, where it's like, okay, you belong to this city-state, and therefore your citizenship will be guaranteed under this block. This is your representative. So they base it very much based on, you know, ethnic origin and stuff like that, where they're like, okay, this people group is going to be this separate blocks, and they'll have their own representative. The most renowned honorary elder is like I can't remember if that's a character from last patch or not. And Antikythern, a race that was already nearly extinct before the Chrysos War. He had it can't be a character we know then. He had communicated directly with Kefali multiple times during the era Chrysia, and passed the wishes of mortals to Kefali, showing himself as a true Theoros. Oh god, Lycurgus' neutrality is well noted by all, which explains his frequent selection as the Citizens' Assembly chair. Significantly, Elder Kynus has shown great effectiveness in Akuma's governance and gathered many followers. Many believe Kynus will leverage accumulated resources to challenge the current situation where the Chrysos heirs hold real authority and transform Akuma's political structure. Even the book is kind of acknowledging that basically the Chrysos heir are doing whatever they want, and the council is basically just a loud voice hanger on. Interesting. Rest up and prepare for the trial. It's just as I suspected. The troubles afflicting the Flame Chase journey aren't just external issues. The complex internal politics and interpersonal relationships are also exacerbating the problem. We can't let our guards down yet. We have to find out where we stand in this large interwoven web. Would be so great if Dot Hog still had his VA!
Nervous.
Let's see. I feel like a sitting duck that has been thrown into the deep end. Speaking of which, I don't recall seeing any rubber duck toys in the baths of Akuma. Seems like they only have these seals? Let's just hope that everything goes well. After all, as someone who has earned the gaze of an Eon, you should be able to overcome the trial of a regional god just fine. Dog's like, okay, you've impressed a god of the stars. What's like a little tiny planetary god by comparison? Oh, wow, the disrespect. The absolute disrespect. Also, I love this shot. We've also unknowingly gotten used to sleeping with the midday sun shining brightly above our heads. Get some rest, Kalis. Perhaps a new phase of our trailblazing expedition Amphorius is about to begin. Oh god. What am I throwing myself into? A few days later at the Vortex of Genesis.
Esteemed one, Orynyx's vacant totem awaits. If you have already made your preparations to become a pillar of Amphorius, please, step forward.
Mr. I'm sorry, but I'm not sure what I should say to help calm your nerves. Right. Perhaps something like, as long as you can successfully complete this trial, the rest of the Flame Chase journey will be smooth sailing? No, that sounds a little strange. Don't worry. It won't take up too much of your time. Don't worry. You'll definitely make it back alive?
Please, I'm getting secondhand embarrassment here.
Oh. Sorry. It seems like I've made the mood even heavier. In any case, may everything go your way.
Listen, just touch me already, Castress. Just kill me now. Alright.
Accepting a Titan's trial is a very peculiar experience. I'm afraid that I'm not able to accurately describe it. You can only go and experience it for yourself.
Well, considering that you failed your trial, I'm just saying that's not inspiring confidence.
I believe that you'll be able to pull it off.
That's not inspiring any confidence whatsoever.
I can still vividly recall when you entered the vortex of Genesis for the first time. At that time, I could never have imagined that a guest from beyond the sky would shoulder the fate of Amphorius. Don't feel burdened. Just like during the trial of strife, Trinan and Finan will be waiting for you outside. If something unforeseen were to occur, they will intervene in the trial and rescue you. May Kethele bless you.
I don't think
I'm so tired.
I don't care about you. Oh, we're already basically here. I just am missing this. Alright, so before we go...
Ambrosia!
God.
Ambrosia!
Let's do this temple here before I go, since it reminded me. Let's get this done before I forget. So, we are... I think we have pity on something. I think. So I think we're getting close to getting a 5-star. Yeah, we're pretty damn close. Yeah, so last time was getting Moment of Victory Lycombe. That was basically 75, so like we're very close. This might be a guaranteed 5-star. Like the pity should be off the charts for this. Alright, let's see. Come on. What do I want? A Clara, a Himiko. I'll take a Bronya. Jeppy wouldn't be the worst in the world, but like definitely prioritize a Clara or Himiko. So like, come on. Come on, I have an over 50% chance of getting something at least decent. Give it to me. Give it to me! Oh, thank God. It's the actual 5-star. Alright, so if the time trial goes badly, at the least my pulls have gone well. Yay! Come on, early! 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 Why are you... Ah! It's almost 90. Himiko! E2! Let's go! Damn. Would've been great if it was like the first one, you know? But I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Himiko E2. Wait, where is she? Did I miss her? There we go. Yeah! Deals 50% more damage to enemies whose HP's below 50%.
The Express's path bridges the stars.
My favorite child,
As if it
Clara.
were a string of shimmering pearls.
Oh yeah, something I also didn't mention to you guys yet. I have also moved Clara also onto the new set. So again, she's now running the new Quantum set that surprisingly is really good for her, despite her not being Quantum. Like getting 32% free crit rate for just being slow like she wants. Like, yeah, that's kind of busted. She has 74% crit rate right now. 200, over 200% crit damage. I could probably afford to drop some of her crit damage right now, but like even then, like this is wild. I love it. And then Himiko now, she's using the wrong thing because it's on Lingshot at the moment, but still, now that she's E2, I'm very happy with what she's got. Who's the other one? Oh yeah, Jade. I'm surprised. Jade was the one I wasn't expecting I'd be able to get the Quantum set on her yet, but no, it actually worked out really well. Like I said, I just need her Light Cone, and I can like more easily get myself to that 100% crit rate ratio there. I mean, I could just lose some crit damage there, but I think that'd be nicer if I could, you know? If I could just like have her Light Cone and stuff. Her and Herda both, so we gotta save for them. And then yeah, that's pretty much everyone I think on the build inside. I've also got to use the variable dice, so now like Sunday's at 160, so he's good. 1 speed above Sparkle like I wanted. We have Bronya. I don't know. Like, I want to get Bronya like a really good chess piece and stuff like that, but she's such a low priority at the moment. Like, I just don't know. You know, like she's just not there, and like her 2-piece set isn't there either for me. Like, I just don't know. It's just the problem is like between Sparkle and Sunday, I don't know if I need Bronya or anything. Like maybe if I do a Bronya Sunday combo, I might be able to make something really work. But like, I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna want Bronya's Light Cone before I want Bronya. You know, actually being used again in endgame. But we'll see. Anyway, That's enough of me gushing over some awesome... I got exactly what I've wanted now forever, which is E2 Himiko. I'm so happy about that. So now it's just a question of... how soon can I get Clara to E6? I want E6 Clara so bad. And... yeah, it's basically like E1 Fushuen again because of the 50-50 lost pool thing, you know. But yeah, that's like the only like 5-star where it's like, yeah, I really want to get some good stuff with it. The others I don't really care about that one. Bronya, again, it's not bad, but like I'm not sure how useful it is for speed tuning with that. E4 is probably the bigger one because at least I get some like cool follow-up synergy with her. And obviously E6. I'm still using the physical sub my Claire because I don't feel like farming again. Well, I'll be honest, I've enjoyed immensely my farming with the new Quantum set. But that's because I have so many characters I want to build with that set, right? Like, I have Qingque. Qingque is also on that set. That's actually another character I didn't mention. Qingque is also there now. Like, look at that. Beautiful. I mean, you add the 32% there, and she's at 84% crit rate with 179 crit damage. Like, that's just absolutely insane. And she still has over 3,000 attack. I'm so proud of my girl. She is so good. Like, I would have liked some more, maybe more crit damage to go here or something like that, right? Like, these could have been, like, this could have been an attack percent thing. But, like, overall, I'm very happy. Also, I didn't check the stats on Castris. Yeah, she is over... yeah, I was wondering if she had the minimum requirements for her 2-piece. But yeah, she's got the over 5k. Yeah. Got E3 Clara. Good, you're halfway there. Very good. Yeah, oh my god. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. So let's see. Alright, let's do this then. Let's get in here.
Little Gray and Mem, thank you. Your resolves cannot be questioned. We praise your pure selflessness and courage. May Kefali light your path forward. Get ready to assume Orynyx's divinity, Trailblazer.
Alright, what's gonna go wrong?
The divine position of Orynyx has already been vacant for some time. We can feel the space of the trial closing. As there isn't much of their soul left, we'll have to complete the ceremony before their soul completely dissipates.
I've long gotten used to fighting fires. I don't want to do this still, but, well, I guess I'm here.
The 8th core flame coveted by the miracle that once belonged to the great Vale of Evernight, Orynyx. It shall now be returned by the 2 elected heroes of the Chrysosairs. A traveler who is upright and courageous, and a sacred beast that invokes miracles.
You are giving this bunny way too much credit.
Who? Mem. Both of you, please, come forward. Recite along with us. O Majesty of the 12 Titans, Pillars of the World.
Oh! Not having the Trailblazer VA here.
Seek your divinity.
Who doesn't want to be a god?
The rifts of the world.
I don't know, I think Erica might take issue with you saying
Fill
that.
our bodies with blood of gold, till we wither in willing service to the prophecy.
I don't think I have gold blood.
These are just words meant to make the prayer seem more solemn. Please, focus.
Listen, I gotta be a little goober. It's in my blood. I choose every dialogue option I can, but I'm not
And
accidentally
surrender
skipping.
the core flame.
They're making Mem a demigod. No, we cannot let the bunny have divinity. All the more reason we need to stop this bull. No! Press and hold to submit the core flame and complete your objective. Oh, God. Alright, what's gonna happen? How's this gonna backfire tremendously?
Orynyx. Their soul has been waiting for a long time.
Perhaps they're also quietly waiting for the arrival of their successor.
Wait for my return, my friends. I love all of you. Aw, he looks so earnest when he says that. This doesn't seem appropriate for the current mood, so let's just leave the farewells for next time.
Don't worry. You're tougher than I am, right?
I don't know, you kind of broke Dan Heng's staff in half with one swing of your sword. I think we're kind of fucked. Oh, God. Oh! And they never heard from me again.
Beyond the sky, let us pray that the Titan acknowledges your worthiness.
Although he loves cracking jokes at inopportune times, his determination is as strong as the Chrysos heirs. He will definitely succeed. While he's away, I would like to have a chat with you, Aglaya.
Oh?
Speak. I'm listening.
You can't just cut it there!
Slap, slap!
Why is that voice?
Wake up!
Oh?
How is it? How do you feel?
Hallelujah! We're free! How are you able to talk?
Right? I think that it's amazing too. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3.
How do you know what that is?
I have such a cute voice. It must be because of all the memories that I collected. They allowed me to grow beyond expectations. Also, listen. The words of the Titan are becoming clearer.
Mother.
Oh.
It hurts. Have I finally reached the end? Are the years of isolation coming to an end?
Orynyx.
Mother, huh?
Oh, how heartbreaking. Ever since the figure draped in the black cloak robbed them of their core flame, they have been relegated to waiting in isolation in such a confined space. We are going to help alleviate their pain, right?
Memories. Broken. Mother. Where?
Mother? Who are they calling out for?
You? Actually, no. This started when Orynyx saw March 7th's camera. So it can't be them. It has to be March. Right?
You. It's you. I remember you. Skyfather has gazed upon you. Mother is calling for you.
Huh? Does Skyfather refer to Fuli? Well, obviously. The question is, who's the mother? No, you can't. No! The Titan's words are indistinct. Each syllable emerging from the mist seems to be cloaked in frost, symbolizing memory.
Skyfather has chosen you.
Can't believe March's kid she abandoned. Damn. You know, that's why she was actually frozen in that ice. It was her so she could avoid child support. Who is your mother? A majestic voice pierces through the golden mist, reaching the unseen mountain walls in the distance, reflecting and returning to your ears as an echo. Within the echo, you seemingly could make out the cry of a baby.
Mother is no longer responding.
We've come to you because of something important.
Something important. An important matter.
Orynyx, listen to me. Aren't you tired? Throughout the long years, you have always been protecting the fate of Amphorius. Each time people draw strength from within their memories, every single ripple falls onto your shoulders. There's no need for you to bear this any longer, Orynyx. From today onwards, someone else will bear time on your behalf. This is why we have come.
Accept death.
Freedom. Freedom. I want freedom.
Oh, poor child. Everything will be fine. Let us help you. You can have a good rest now.
What's troubling you, big fella?
You have potential, strength, willpower, powerful, and tenacious. But you lack something. Just one thing.
And that is?
Lacking something. What is it?
What you lack is a future.
What? Huh? That's right, I live in the moment! What future? Oh god! Uh-oh. Do I meme it? Do I meme it? Right. That's right.
Future?
Traveler from the sky. You should have dissipated already.
Oh. We're supposed to be dead.
The gaze from the Sky Father. Stabilize your form.
Huh?
Because from the moment you crossed the sky, your life was cast away.
What?
Right now, you are simply a collection of walking memories.
What? How is that possible, though?
What? How is that possible?
For once, I'm agreeing with this. Do you mean that I'm already dead? But how? Like, unless... What about Don Hung? Don Hung's not having this issue. No, you have to answer my questions, you goddamn dumb bitch!
The space is collapsing.
No, you get back here!
Someone must inherit the authority of time. If the pillar is lost, the laws of time will collapse. Amphorius will succumb to eternal disorder.
You shall explain things clearly! Revive me, quickly! Bring me back to life, you damn broad!
Never compromises. Never bears grudges. Never forgives. Never makes a choice. Child of humanity. Titans. Mother. Sky Father. Time restrains everything that exists in this world.
Orynyx's divinity is dissipating? Is the trial coming to an end?
Pathstrider of remembrance.
Oh!
My strength, I shall entrust it to you.
So we are becoming a demigod? What is it?
The fate of the world. If you wish to, save it. Go and find your future that has been stolen. Even if that means
Well, I know a guy who managed to do that, so...
You'll have to challenge that. Hand of shadow, clasped with unyielding fingers.
Before the passing of 15 entry hours, go forth and reclaim your future. This is the true trial of time. So you have 15 days, basically. You're finally awake. I'll keep it simple. You succeeded. Ornyx has entrusted you with their divinity. Now you're no different from a demigod of Emphorius. However, Mem has told me about what happened during the trial. They're still explaining things to the others and told me to bring you back to your room to rest first. So, what's my superpower? For you to be able to say that even now, you're truly impressive. There's something that I've never told you. Oh! Dawnhug, you've been hiding things from me ever since we crash landed, huh? What, did you find me like impaled on a piece of rubble or something? She gave her power to a broke, futureless bitch. Yep. Man, it sucks to be a god. You just don't know who's gonna inherit things anymore, you know? You can't just pass on and give the family business over to your heirs like you used to. All a bunch of incompetence. Anyway, let's see what this is. When we landed on Emphorius, our car was pierced by Nikador's lance. Do you remember? Back in the ruins of the Abyss, this was what I said. You passed out when our car got hit. I had blacked out too, but not before dragging you out. It's a good thing we were in the car or we would have been crushed to pieces. Actually, my account kind of made light of the situation. What actually happened was much more complicated. You were severely injured back then, with several wounds still bleeding profusely. I struggled to carry you out and used the last of my strength to stem the bleeding. But then I was also hit by a falling rock and lost my consciousness. Last time I checked, you still weren't breathing. But when I gained consciousness, I saw that you were alive and full of energy, so I never brought this up again. So you were knocked unconscious by a rock! That's beside the point. I'm not sure whether the gaze of Fuli has anything to do with this matter, but according to the Titan, you are living in the form of a memory right now, just like those objects of the past in the miracles of Ornyx. Perhaps Mem is the anchor rope that ties you to the present. I'd assume that you couldn't stray too far from you, but the truth might be the exact opposite. Cry for me! Stellaron, do something! I'm dead! Cry for me! I can't believe they did a Trails reference though, by the way, there. For a while, I also thought that the Stellaron was your life support system, but it seems like this hypothesis has been disproven. It's time for us to despair yet. There must be a way to save you. Oh, it's no time to despair yet. Ornyx mentioned finding your stolen future and cheating death. Considering Maidi's indestructible body, it seems to suggest that there is some kind of miraculous power in Emphorius that can even reverse death. Actually, this implies now that the Stellaron isn't actually responsible for giving us like a soul or whatever when Kafka like put it inside us at the beginning of the game, right? Because that would be the natural assumption, right? Is when we were generated from like, you know, Silverwolf's little data thing that she created our body, and then the Stellaron was like kind of like our soul or something, or the instigator to our revival. But it sounds like, no, we were just kind of in a coma, and the Stellaron was being put inside of us was completely ancillary to that. So I have to wonder now. Yeah, I have to wonder now, because we do have a history with the Stellaron Hunters, so like, did the Stellaron just affect our memories and stuff? Or like take, or like, like kind of like give us a new identity? This has a lot of implications for the future. Anyway, Ornyx mentioned finding your stolen future and cheating death. Considering Maidi's indestructible body, it seems to suggest that there is some kind of miraculous power in Emphorius that can even reverse death. The key seems to lie with the Hand of Shadow, whose whereabouts are unknown.
Hey, are you alright?
Oh, you came.
I heard you two talking about Thanatos. Cass is also very concerned about the warning.
Well, I guess we know where we're going, huh?
She has left the vortex and returned to the garden. Shall we go and look for her? Thanatos is the Titan that Cass has always been looking for. Regardless of whether there are any clues, there's probably no one else that understands death better than her.
Basically, it was just drug trafficking. Let's do that then, Kalis.
Oh, right. There's something that I have to tell you. The Chrysosairs already know everything that has happened to you.
Don't worry, Don Hung told me.
I was too worried, so I told them everything. Please don't hate me, okay?
I could never hate you, now that you're actually speaking. You talking is everything I could have ever asked for. No more memes. No more memes. Yep, no more memes.
Mister, I'm right here.
You hear soft steps coming closer, one step at a time.
Please stay there and slowly turn around.
I guess that explains why she couldn't kill us, huh? When we touched her earlier during the last patch. For some reason you feel you've seen this scene before. You want to turn your head, but you glimpse a dash of purple brushing past your face. Then, a chill seeps through your skin, spreading into your veins. Thump, thump. Your heartbeat begins to slow. At this moment, I just want to close my eyes, remembering the near-death experience. Gotta stay on guard. Sit around immediately, give Castris a scare. In the blink of an eye, time seems to have frozen beneath that cold sensation. You just happen to close your eyes.
Please pardon me.
Demigod Mem can speak! Oh! A subtle fragrance of unnamed flower fills your senses, its sweetness making you forget the need to breathe. That is pretty. Huh. How did MC die by a rock? LOL, because we got hurt by worse things than a rock. To be fair, he didn't. It's us who died, not Don Hung. Don Hung just got knocked unconscious with profuse bleeding. Which, you know what? If I suffered a rock to my head, I would be totally okay with just having been unconscious for a few hours. Because I would be more worried about, like, having immediate brain damage. So I think Don Hung got off easy, you know? I'm though incredibly intrigued now about what's going on here. Like, I was like, okay, we're gonna like do the demigod thing, something's gonna go wrong. We're dead. Like, we're just straight up, we somehow died when we got, when we crash landed or whatever. And I don't know what it was. Was it Nikador? Was it something else when we were passing through into Emporius? What was going wrong? You realize you're still alive. No, to be more precise, your death was not thorough. The coldness of the initial touch disperses as quickly as it came. Replacing it is the touch of fingertips and a tremble born of trepidation that originated from a certain lanky arm. Her quivering fingers gently brushed against your cheek, causing a faint tickle.
Just as I expected. I cannot feel anything. Back at the grove.
Castris, you're shaking.
I was puzzled as to why you were not affected by
I
my
skipped the meme
curse.
option that was surely there.
I thought that it might have been the special ability of a traveler from beyond the sky. Never did I expect that this would be the true reason. I'm sorry. I should have noticed that something was amiss earlier.
Well, that's fine. You're just not used to being able to touch people. And then not, like, dropping
Mister,
them.
if my abrupt behavior just now offended you, I hope that you can forgive me. I'm just thinking, if your soul has really left your body, as a mortician, I might be able to trace where it has gone to.
Uh-huh. Now we just need Mem to turn into a cute girl. Oh, she's obviously gonna be Cyrene, right? Like, Finon's, like, you know, best friend person, right? Like, obviously that's who Mem is. Like, it's very clear. Like, the voice actress isn't even trying to hide it. So, like, it's very clear, like, that's where we're going with all this. The question is, why is she turned into Buddy Mem Pokemon thing? Anyway.
Cass, did you find anything?
My apologies. Not as of yet. Perhaps I have overestimated my capabilities. But, mister, would you be willing to let me try again? This time, I'll increase the area of contact slightly.
What?
Perhaps the result might be different this time.
Agree, there's no harm in trying again. Yeah, sure.
I have never touched the living in this way before. If my actions are in any way disrespectful, I hope that you can forgive me.
Okay, that's cute. That's cute. Particularly when you're knocked out, the longer you're gone, the more brain damage. Listen. Dan Heng should just be happy. He has enough, you know, plot armor that he's not, like, you know, either dead or retarded. So he should be good. He's still Dan Heng. Castress once again places her palm on your face. Her shivers calm somewhat this time. Do you discover something?
I seem to have caught a glimpse of something. Your soul is currently roaming someplace and cannot find a way to escape.
Huh.
But perhaps it might not be a bad thing. If your soul is still wandering around, it means that we still have time. We have a chance to find it before the fingers of Thanatos sweep everything away. Clues. Just a few more. I need more guidance.
Or a permanent coma, yeah.
The connection has been severed. With my strength, I'm not able to trace it.
Oh, damn.
It was me. I was a little too hasty. Don't worry, mister. Although we currently have no leads, I will do my best to search for the whereabouts of Thanatos, bring back their core flame, and personally return to you the life that you have lost too soon.
You're actually really happy about this, that she's actually able to restore her life, not take it for once.
I know that I'm lacking in confidence.
I'm sure.
But I hope that you can keep this promise of mine in mind. Before I manage to deliver on this promise, please do your best to hang on. Amphorius needs you.
Live on bravely, I understand.
Lady Aglaya and Lord Finon are currently discussing some matters in the paths. They're worried about you too. If possible, please go there and let them know that you're well. Also, Lady Aglaya and Lord Finon are currently discussing some matters in the paths. They're worried about you too. If possible, please go there and let them know that you're well. Although, I don't actually know whether your current situation can be described as well. Also, please accept this Styxian fable. Reading can help one to focus and relax. I hope that reading this can help tide you through this difficult period.
I'm dead!
These are disappearing.
That's a lot. Collection of fables passed down from the city-states. Cool.
Lady Aglaya and Lord Finon are currently
Alright. Let's go talk to him. Alright, let's see.
They're here.
That partner! Hyacinth said you definitely wake up. How do you feel?
Let's see. It feels quite cool being a departed spirit. She can even take the pulse of someone who's dead!
Well, at least you look no different from the living.
Thank you?
I think that most living people don't even look as good as you do.
You've completed the trial of time. And I have to admit that the process went better than I expected.
Lady, I'm dead.
Even in the end, that Titan's heart still showed a soft spot for humankind.
Yeah, you truly lost your empathy, Aglaya. That was a big no-no.
However, I never expected that. Two people who have cheated death would appear in Akima at the same time.
Two? I did.
That's what we have been talking about. Mighty has been in Akima for such a long time, but has no one thought to study his indestructible body? If there were even any minor breakthroughs, we wouldn't be as clueless as we are right now.
Well, that was your fault.
Many have had this idea, but so far, there have been no results. If it were successful, Thanatos wouldn't have disappeared without a trace. Nevertheless, now is not the time for us to give up. At the very least, we can still see a glimmer of hope. Cypher. If anyone in this world knows the whereabouts of Death, it would be her. I'll try and get her to return to Akima, but do be prepared for a less than ideal outcome. Please understand that throughout the history of Amphorius, no one has ever managed to escape the clutches of Death. At the end of time, Thanatos silently awaits all.
Is this supposed to be comforting?
Don't take it to heart, partner. After all, you've already created countless miracles along the way, right?
Uh-huh.
But before that, just...
What's wrong, Aglaya?
Omens always come in pairs. A tiny air current will eventually brew into a storm that tears the sky apart. It's Anaxagoras. He has initiated contact with the Council of Elders.
All right! Uh-oh.
In the end, it has still come down to this.
Well, yikes.
I earnestly hope that your assessment of him is accurate, Finan. Otherwise, the efforts of my teacher and I over the past millennium might be reduced to dust because of that great performer.
Oh! Actually playing as an actor. Not long ago. Oh.
I'm back here again. I remember this dream. This realm is covered in a silk-like fog, and the land is barren and harsh. The crowd of travelers leaves tracks everywhere.
Hey! Excuse me! What is this place? Where in Amphorius are we?
The mutters of the traveler are in a language I'm unable to comprehend.
That's a language?
Or perhaps they're just distracted and ignored my question.
Tell me, which Titan reigns over this land? And how do I find them?
Hand of Shadow.
Hand of Shadow Thanatos. Could this possibly be the Netherrealm?
Hey, you're dead too!
Not Netherrealm.
What?
Then where is this? River of Souls? The outskirts of the Netherrealm? Are you heading downstream toward the Netherrealm?
The Netherrealm. Nothing but an illusion. Titan rejects you. Me. Listen.
What? The traveler lifts their wrinkled fingers and remains silent. I look in the direction they are pointing and listen closely. There. A massive shadow brought the sound of rushing tides. The sound of tides. I can hear it. I hear it deep within the tides, beyond the closed gates of the Void World. A voice about to recount something.
Child of humanity, is it death's embrace you yearn for with such urgency? Oh, you have awoken. Welcome back to the mortal realm. Your consciousness is dissipating much faster than I expected. Ultimately, it seems like the Titan's core flame is incompatible with a mortal body.
How much longer can my consciousness remain in the mortal realm?
In my estimation, at best, you'll see 15 more entry hours.
Well, ain't that convenient?
15 days and nights.
What is it? Are you finally starting to become attached to the mortal world now?
On the contrary, 15 days feels a little too long for solving a singular problem. Stop giggling. It's time for us to go. The messenger from the Council of Elders is almost here.
Let me ask you one more question. Are you really planning to betray Aglaya's will?
What betrayal is there to speak of when I was never loyal to her to begin with?
What about that white-haired student of yours? Acting so recklessly, do you not care about what might happen to him?
Oh, he's smiling, scary.
There will be a price to pay for blind faith. This is also a lesson for Finan.
Oh wow, you are an asshole!
You truly are a strict teacher.
Oh, that's
Of course. This is how I've always been.
Alright, you know, he's got a gun. I can dig it. What the?
Watch this magic trick.
Oh!
Watch this magic trick.
Like, guys, like, I'm about to unleash my hidden demonic power in my eye! Like, holy crap, go full Chuny, bro. Honestly, look at his outfit. I can actually believe that an axe is just a Chuny larper, you know? He is so over the top in many ways. That's not what happens when you think you're better than everybody else.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Lord Anaxagoras.
Huh? 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 What's a robot doing? We have not seen any Intellitrons or like any other type of android bullshit anywhere. Now we got... What? What? Huh! Well, you know, if we're doing this, then... just in case. Just in case!
It's been a while, Lord Anaxagoras.
You know this guy?
I greet you on behalf of all the citizens of Akima and express my deepest regret about what happened at the Grove of Epiphany.
It's you. I never expected that you would personally come and meet me.
By carefully into Lantern above, I have come as a testament to the justice of the Council of Elders.
There are Antikytherians here? They have been a rare sight ever since the Chrysos War.
So these are Antikytherians. Okay. Okay. So they're a race of robots, is what you're telling me. So like one of the didn't they say one of the most notable Council of Elders was robots? Was this the Lycaire, whatever his name was?
I extend to you my utmost respect, revered Titan.
Oh, you can see her!
I am Lycurgus, though
Okay,
you may
Lycurgus.
call me Lygus, holding an honorary position within the Council of Elders in Akima, and as the Theoros, I stand to protect the right of all upright citizens to express themselves freely.
I love this guy's voice.
You can see them too?
You know about us. We Antikytherians perceive the world through the amplitude and frequency of souls.
This sounds like bullshit. This guy's a robot.
Just as I am conscious that Lady Aglaya is secretly listening in on our private meeting from afar. If necessary, Lord Anaxagoras, I can sever the golden thread to protect your fundamental rights.
Oh, this guy! You know, I had that, you know, I've talked about this idea that maybe, like, Amphorius was gonna tie into, like, the whole stuff with the Machine Emperor Wars and things like that, and, like, the Titans were gonna be, like giant robots from those wars or something, and they got mistaken for gods or whatever, right? But the Black Tide, and, like, the digital stuff to the Black Tide could potentially support that and all that. Like, maybe that's, like, supposed to be, like, the anti-organic equation or something in some form. Like, I've been trying to, like, in the back of my head, like, trying to rationalize it, but it's like, I just don't know. But now that we have this guy here, and, like, it's like, oh no, I'm, like, this honorary member of the Council of Elders that just happened to come in and help organize everything for the citizens and is opposing the crisis or whatever. I'm really starting to wonder if, like, if there's, like, an entire system in place in Amphorius where, like, you know, like, like, everything is actually secretly, like, some weird machine simulation robot thing or something. I don't know, like, it's getting weirder and weirder to me the more we go into here, because we still don't know what we still don't know what the third path is, right? We know Remembrance, right, from Fuli. Actually, what's the second one? Yeah, no, we don't. I don't think we know either of the two. So, no, it has to be Remembrance. Maybe, no, Erudition, right? It has to be Erudition for the other one. I'm pretty sure. So if it's Remembrance and Erudition, then the question would be, what would be the last one? So it'd have to either be... Ooh... No, maybe Erudition is that if it's the robot thing, then. Oh, I don't know. We're gonna have to go further, because, like... Yeah, I'm just thinking... Oh, there's so many things at play here. Let's see.
The demigod should know better, for such is her station. Spare those poor threats, and just let her listen to my words. They shall serve only to unveil her own folly.
May I interpret this as you having a countermeasure?
I need not any plan, because she can do nothing other than petty espionage. As the Citizens' Assembly approaches, and with Orynyx's fall, any attempt to capture the core flame within me will only usher chaos and calamity. A truth she undoubtedly comprehends. While I, Anaxagoras, serving as the Grove's special envoy to Akima's Citizens' Assembly, have long known the extent of your abilities. Let's forego the formality of asserting authority, Lord Lygus. Lead the way.
Very well. Surely Lady Kindness would appreciate such assertiveness in an ally. She's been waiting. Follow me, please. Is there something on your mind, Lord Anaxagoras?
Nothing, really. It's just a question that I contemplate every time before I ascend to Dawncloud. For the Titans, does the falling equate to death?
A pondering truly deep. Time is on our side. Do you mind sharing your reflections with me?
While all living beings must ultimately face their demise, Kefali has yet to meet theirs. Their journey continues unhurriedly along this long path.
Are you suggesting that Kefali may not have truly passed?
Yes. For dying implies an ongoing process, an action, whereas death signifies a static state, a definitive termination. In contrast to mortals, Titans exist on a grander scale of space and time, thus elongating their passage into death. The notion of their fall is but a misinterpretation born of mortal ignorance.
An intriguing concept, albeit challenging to substantiate. After all, Kefali has maintained a profound silence ever since the era Arasa, while scholars and priests alike have conveyed the message of the gods' imminent fall.
Perhaps the gods, in their arrogance, deemed it beneath them to reveal their perspectives to mortals.
Could you elaborate on your statement?
Circes, The kin of the Skyfather, as recounted in myths, now resides within my brain. Were I to inquire, Kefali would have no cause to refuse.
Oh.
That very well could be true. But what if the world-bearing Titan still chooses to remain silent?
In that case, the myths crafted by the people of Amphorius are nothing more than pitiful jests.
It's worth a try. I believe, and I'd love to witness the fruits of your theory and the change it may bring to this imperiled world. Because I completely concur with you on this aspect. If the Titan has indeed met their end, any response from them would be impossible.
Huh. Oh, wait.
Please, Professor.
Huh.
The children of humanity have indeed created a spectacle.
Welcome to Dawn Cloud. The atmosphere here carries a greater sense of solemnity than the mundane clamor of the Marmorial Palace, with entry permitted only to the invited. Only esteemed beings grace this place, and among them I've received priests, scholars, warriors, and now we even have the honor to be in the presence of a Titan. Oh, what a joyous occasion.
Once deemed a blasphemer, now a surrogate for revered divinity. The honor should rightfully be mine, shouldn't it?
I'll notify Kindness and the others of your arrival. Kindly wait for a moment. A soldier will be here to guide you shortly. In the meanwhile, you're welcome to explore the vicinity, but kindly remain within the guard's view. Delaying the crucial meeting is something none of us wish to see, I presume.
I'm well aware of Kindness's methods. There's no need to emphasize that.
As you wish. Your cooperation is much appreciated.
Alas, I had hoped for a brilliant plan from you, but it turns out you just left one cage to enter another.
Save your concerns. I know very well what I'm doing.
I shall depart to explore the surroundings then. Now that I look around, I wonder if there are any murals bearing my portrait around here. I'm quite intrigued to see how the children of humanity beyond the Grove perceive another Titan.
Off you go. I won't be joining you. This Titan appears to be quite at ease. I should investigate the Council of Elders' recent activities first.
Be aware, I can hear you perfectly well from here.
Lycus has that very, like, sniveling manservant vibe to him, you know? Quiet, citizen, know where you stand. The Citizens' Assembly, the beacon of public opinion, a crucible where truth is forged. Crucible? Crucible mentioned? The falls cleanse away delirious dregs, while reason sharpens through the tempering of debates.
Go melt it down.
The what? They're on this one.
Professor Nexa!
Oh god. Go away, child. The world is just a gargantuan sandbox game. Wait, this world is just a gargantuan sandbox game. Within a person's lifetime, they can only involve themselves in 1/1,000,000th of the known universe. Phew! Downcloud, such a complex place! Luckily, the winds here aren't too strong, so my flames can burn peacefully. Speaking of which, I heard a question earlier. I couldn't come up with a good answer after thinking about it for a while. An elder, a priest, a wealthy merchant, and a Chrysosaur are trapped in the same ruins. They all want to get out alive, so they all want to give orders to others. The elder says they represent the people. The priest says they represent the titans. The merchant claims to have a lot of balance coins in the city, and the Chrysosaur is mighty and strong. So who among these four is going to have the final say? The priest, the merchant, the Chrysosaur? The merchant? Phew! So money's the best motivator. If the merchant is willing to share their wealth, everyone will follow their lead. Indeed, as they say, money makes the world go round. People might even do bad things for money. If the merchant only gave up their wealth because they were forced to, how should we view that? Ah, what a complicated question. I'll stop bothering you now. Let my mind burn for a while longer. Okay. I guess that was the wrong answer. I had the right idea. There we go. Huh? I thought that was the okay. There we go. Alright, not that difficult.
I suppose I can just ignore this.
Yep, for sure. Oh. Oh, no. No butterflies today. I've had enough.
Oh, let's see who has come to visit my majestic self again. A warrior from Outlands. Does Bucaleonis lie? Akuma citizens shake their heads. Does Bucaleonis know all the riddles and answers in question in Akuma? Akuma citizens nod their heads. By Circes, allow you to test me with a stumper. We shall see how my grasp on intellectual affairs.
Wait. Did you just get that wrong?
Every word I speak is a carefully considered deliberate response. There's no room for error. A lion truly devoted to wisdom would never miss an opportunity to sharpen its mind. Don't let stereotypes fool you. Unlike those who rely on tricky riddles to test others, I'm nothing like that.
Let me put you to the test.
I wonder what kind of questions the warriors from the Outlands will ask. This should be interesting.
Now I'm not Kalis, though. Let me ask you. Who's the wisest in all four? Who's the bravest in all? Who's the most beautiful in all of fours? Who's the strongest in all? Let's go with beautiful.
It's you, of course. You are, without doubt, the most beautiful person in all of Emporius.
Okay, you're full of shit.
The warrior from Outlands. Are you perhaps lacking in confidence? To me, you're worthy of every noble title in the world.
I guess that makes sense. We're from Outlands, so yeah, it's not referring to NX. So.
I am famous for speaking with utmost care. Would never offer flattery lightly, but your remarkable qualities shine so brightly that I can't help but praise you.
Your words are music to my ears. Where did you learn to speak so eloquently?
Surely the warrior from Outlands doesn't grow tired of hearing this by now. Here in Dogcloud, the speech platform is overflowing with grandiose hollow praise.
Uh-huh.
Professor Anaxa? Word has it that the scholars of the Grove valiantly perished resisting the Black Tide. To find you here safe and sound, thank the Fates.
You could say it's the Fates toying with us.
It's only the Crimnoans and Idonians who chase glory through death. But your survival is a victory in itself. I'd settle for that gladly. So, Are you here to report the incident to the council? I heard that after the Black Tide devoured the grove, Akuma would be next in line, even with the demigod of strife standing alongside humankind.
Tell me, how much does the Council of Elders know about the Black Tide?
Once Kindness and her followers learned of Circe's and Orynyx's fall, they proclaimed in the council that the Flame Chasers could no longer stand against the calamity alone. Yet, when the Crown Prince ascended to godhood and repelled the Black Tide, she immediately altered her tune, declaring that all was resolved beyond Akuma, with the only remaining menace now being Aglaya and her adherents. They might well make their move at the upcoming Citizens' Assembly.
No surprises there, those shifty opportunists. Thank you for your honesty, virtuous student.
Being an opportunist could very well be a facet of wisdom.
Shouldn't you be searching for murals of yourself? I've had enough of your prattling.
I was really curious to see how you would find the middle ground between both factions, so I came to listen in. But it seems as though this Kindness is much more ruthless than Aglaya. If so, why do you want to work with her? Could it be that perhaps you've decided to readily surrender this hollow shell of yours, just because you feel like death is fast approaching?
I'm afraid you'll be sorely disappointed if that's what you truly think.
Alright. Oh! Almost missed this. Alright, little bit count. So, I mean, I still have a lot of what I was going in for. I just lost a bit of my actual pulls that I had. My jade supply is pretty high still, so I'm looking forward to where we're gonna be at when the Herda reruns.
Even blasphemous scholars can come here, it seems.
So it seems.
Looks like my presence here is quite unwelcome.
Alright, what's this? First. Let's see, reset. Alright, so let's do this. There we go. Problem solved.
Just an answer. Nothing too difficult. Go melt it down.
Yep. Wizened Priest.
Anaxagoras. I thought that you had died to the Black Tide, just like the other scholars.
As Kephales's priest, are you not aware of the decorum of respecting the dead?
Surely you jest. You blasphemous heretics are not worthy of respect from the Supreme Being. Let me remind you that you're currently in Dawncloud, so you'd better keep your deranged language to yourself. I am no longer that altar servant from years ago, who could only acquiesce to the commands of others. Now, I have plenty of ways to deal with people like you.
I'm not sure whether I should laugh or cry right now. I can't believe that a follower such as you could have been made by a creation titan. As I see it, a dead titan can't provide you with this level of confidence, right? Then who is it exactly? Could it be Kindness?
You. Seeing how fond of you Elder Kindness is, I shall let that slide for now. Leave immediately, and don't impede us from receiving the Supreme Being's blessings.
Seeing as we were able to hear of this matter from the mouths of others, it seems that Kindness is indeed quite sincere toward us. Perhaps this affair will proceed smoother than I had anticipated.
Oh my, what a thrilling confrontation. As expected of one of Kefali's followers.
Are you praising or insulting him?
Praising him, of course. As a believer of the God of Deliverance, it is only natural that he detests evil.
Didn't you hear me? I asked you to leave. Go as far away from here as possible. Don't mutter to yourself like some sort of madman and disturb my meditation.
Yeah, it probably does look weird just talking to nothing in the middle of the...
I've had enough of this. Could the 15th entry hour arrive any faster?
Oh, my. Could it be that the great tree painted in this mural is actually depicting me?
Well. So she found herself.
Every plant, every tendril, no, even every leaf could be the embodiment of Circe's.
As a result, mere mortals who did not know what the Titan actually looked like chose to paint them as a giant tree instead. Their wisdom was portrayed as fruit, to symbolize how they shared their knowledge equally among the masses. Such exquisiteness indeed.
This mural is quite abstract.
I really can't tell whether you are praising or demeaning yourself. Now I'm quite curious whether the Reason Titan has studied figures of speech before.
Of course I find such stylistic devices interesting. For all we know, this could be the answer to the question, what exactly are we?
I, for one, am not willing to admit that I could look this ugly.
Was this the reason why you failed in your attempt to refine my soul when you were ambushed at the Grove?
Since you are aware of this, why did you save me back then?
From my perspective, this point alone was enough to separate you from the average person.
How do two lunatics coexist in the same brain?
Therefore, it seems that your journey to Dawncloud this time is not just to seek protection. What, then, is the intention behind your actions?
The entire plan is stored in my memory, so why don't you look there?
Then don't mind if I do.
Oh no, great tree! It's a great tree!
1 year old, 2 years old.
Oh, he's just gone from the beginning of his life.
Oh my. Even a member of the preeminent Seven Sages must hug his Dromastal to sleep?
Oh.
How interesting.
That's enough.
How unusual. Your soul is actually trembling. This must mean that behind this toy hides a secret that nobody knows, right?
Since our days are both numbered, I don't mind telling you more about it. This is a present that my sister gave to me. It's a doll that was made to look like our family pet.
So there are other members in your family, eh? Are they also living in Akama?
Don't you just love to pick through my brain? Go on, continue flipping through my memories. It won't take long. You'll discover the answer when you reach the memories of when I was 5.
Oh, the black tide is everywhere. I can't bear to look.
When I was young,
This explains the
I couldn't
branches in her
accept
hair.
this outcome
Yeah.
either. Georios, Aquila, Kefali, and you, of course. Although I prayed to every Titan that I could think of for help, my efforts were ultimately futile.
Uh-huh.
This... Could this be the inception of your research into alchemy?
Indeed it was. Everything started from that verdant courtyard of yours. When I was pursuing my education there, I naturally also came to learn of Thelesis' theory as well.
Oh, I remember that person. He was the one to come up with the concept of souls, right?
Not only that, he also believed that life, as well as the composition, movement, and transformation of matter, all stem from souls themselves. This is why I thought that, since all living things stemmed from the same origin, why could I not sacrifice myself in order to resurrect my nearest and dearest?
Anaxa, you... I did it, teacher! But this is absolute blasphemy. Regardless of how much freedom the Grove provides, such an act could cause you to be burned at the pyre. Your beloved, where is she now? Send her away from the Grove at once, to a place where nobody will ever be able to find her. Otherwise, the both of us will be judged by the Council of the Seven Sages.
Calm down, teacher. My sister, she's still not in the mortal realm, even to this day.
What do you mean?
It was naive of me to think that I could snatch the deceased from Thanatos' grip by merely sacrificing one eye. Equivalent exchange. All I received for that price was but an opportunity to see her for one final time. Nothing more.
Get shot of this quickly before I forget.
Let it go, Anaxa. As one of my best students, I cannot watch you go down the wrong path without doing anything to stop it. Never do something taboo ever again. Don't disappoint the deceased, and never harm yourself. If you can do that, this classroom will still be yours, and you'll have a chance to live out your own life.
Since I was able to see her one last time, I have no other desires. You're right, teacher. It's time for me to start a new life.
I am sincerely glad for you, child. Now then, what topic would you like to study?
I wish to continue Thalesis' research.
Continue the research into souls, but you know that the Grove has long since understood his philosophy like the back of their hands. Even if you continue digging into this subject, your efforts will likely be futile.
No, teacher. After my fleeting glimpse of the deathly fog, I finally understood a single truth. Since ancient days, our understanding of the souls is but the tip of the iceberg. I may have lost an eye, but my view of the world has become clearer than ever. I have grasped the truth with my bare hands. Watch as I turn this farcical world upside down.
Who would have thought such a secret lay concealed beneath that hefty eye patch of yours? However, this story doesn't seem to be connected to your plan. In fact, I'd say that they aren't related at all.
The answer lies within the tale. If even you cannot understand it, perhaps you should relinquish the divinity of reason to me. After all, it'd be a waste for you to hold on to it. My story ends here. Now it's time for you to tell me your secret. After all, this is what equivalent exchange means, correct?
As expected, you laid a trap for me to step into. Unfortunately, even if I was willing to talk about my past, I may not know more about it than you do.
Oh? Are you saying that the renowned Reason Titan is now admitting a lack of wisdom? Your followers are going to be sorely disappointed by this.
Child of humanity, remember this. Being cognizant of one's ignorance is the greatest wisdom of all.
Now I understand. No wonder you asked me to answer your random, nonsensical questions.
Not only that, you're the only one who can shed light on my query. As the saying goes, onlookers see most clearly.
Is that so?
Lord Anaxa. I saw you muttering to yourself and was wondering whether you were caught in a delirium of reflective thought. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but time is of the essence. I have a message from Lord Lygus. Lady Kindness has met up with the Council of Elders and is awaiting your arrival, so please depart forthwith.
It's finally time.
Giddy enough near the all-knowing.
Carefully. The one who created the world, and the one who bears the world. If you truly have not met your end, how will you answer the challenges of those who defy you?
I didn't expect you to agree to Lady Kindness's invitation. What a wonderful turn of events. To tell you the truth, there are many people who hold grudges against that Lady Goldweaver.
Isn't that the Dromas draped in finery?
Avoid his gaze. I don't acquaint myself with blasphemers.
Don't worry. He's too full of pride to pay us any attention.
Your nickname is Dromas as well? You must really like those creatures.
He's a dinosaur, chat. Here, the world-bearing Skyfather spilled their golden blood into the mortal lake. I find this so interesting that both Kefali and Fuli are referred to as Skyfather, and they seem to be completely unconnected to each other. I truly wonder what that is all about. Let's see. The golden blood flows down with spring waters as dawn rises with the mists. No words ever break the solemn silence. The volcano's heat beats. Heart beats. God dang.
A student of Empedocles? I hear that his views run counter to the Venerationists.
This is what being a scholar is about. A collision of ideas only occurs when there are differences in beliefs, and it is such collisions that lead to progress.
Yet, in my view, there are only right and wrong perspectives, neither of which can coexist with the other.
What radical thinking. I guess this is why the children of humanity always squabble with each other.
How boring.
Really beautiful.
You seem to be avoiding that Goldweaver person. Why don't you address her face to face?
I have nothing to talk about with her. Since you're in my brain, you can look for the reason yourself.
I wish this was higher quality. I get it. This is a mobile game first and foremost, but I would like it if for the console and PC versions they used higher quality textures for the background and stuff.
Oh, the leader of the Flame Chase journey and a demigod of Nestia.
Yeah, this is so cool.
You're really searching through my brain. What are you treating it as? Some sort of toy?
Regardless, you think quite highly of her, no?
Oh?
That's because I'm a teacher who grades everyone fairly.
Oh? Is Anaxa just being a little Tsum Tsum? No? Are they like an old bickering married couple? No, okay, yeah. Oh. Ah! I see the dilemma. I see my dilemma. I need to be fat. I need to. Damn. No, no, no. Damn, this is so... Oh, it's... I need to do it. I think I have the idea. That's not gonna work. Yeah, because that's too much. I'm trying to think. Maybe there's a different path here. Yeah, this one's got me. This one stumps me. I don't know how I'm supposed to get myself on the same wavelength. 'Cause I know what I gotta do, I just don't know how I'm gonna get there. That puzzle stumped me.
Lord Lygus and Lady Kindness are just ahead.
Yeah, I gotcha.
I'll take my leave for now.
You do that. Man, so it feels so great to just have a gun.
Welcome to the Demigod Council, esteemed guests.
Good to see you.
Lord Anaxagoras, I've heard so much about you. Head of the Nusporists of the Grove of Epiphany, notorious blasphemer, a Chrysos heir who bears Circe's core flame, a survivor of the Grove calamity. Did I miss anything? Well, if so, please be so kind as to enlighten me.
Since Lady Kindness is already well acquainted with me, I won't waste any effort introducing myself again. But then again, perhaps the customs are different here. Back in my hometown, there is a form of etiquette known as honoring guests. The host will welcome their guest with warm hospitality by treating them to fine wine and a cozy bed. And yet, ever since I arrived, I have not been welcomed with warm courtesy or ceremonial gifts. Instead, I am met with intense scrutiny. Even more absurd, the host has sharpened their blade and instructed their servants to lie in wait in the shadows. Perhaps you intend to cut open my heart, retrieve the core flame, and then hold a grand feast for all of the guests.
Everyone, stand down.
Well?
Thank you for understanding. I am but a feeble scholar who is not used to the stench of avarice and blood.
No need to be humble, my lord. From my perspective, your courage and gumption are worthy of the reputation of the Seven Sages. Your bravery is more than adequate to accomplish our perilous endeavor.
So, you wish to start a war?
Well, since the Chrysos heirs are calling for war, we will respond in kind. Conflict is inevitable. Since Aglaya endeavors to suppress the virtuous commoners with blood of gold, we will not hesitate to display the rights and mettle the citizens of Akama are so entitled to. As to your question of whether peace is still a viable option, well, to that I can only say this. Everything hinges on the next citizens' assembly and whether they have a sudden epiphany amid the clamor of the masses. And since you, as a Chrysos heir, accepted our invitation, you have indeed given us a glimmer of hope.
What brazen arrogance. What you're saying right now is worlds apart from what you were saying before you retired your cleaners.
I don't deny it. After all, they're responsible for cleaning up any threats, and just a moment ago, you were on the side of the Chrysos heirs. But now that you're an ally of ours, we can continue talking somewhere else. As you know, these walls have ears. I was fortunate enough to have the opportunity to discuss a treatise about the Venerationists with your teacher, Empedocles. Yet, it seems you subscribe to the Nusporists instead, Lord Anaxa. I've heard that this school of thought is one with many detractors.
It's normal for ideas to have supporters and dissenters, just like how there are two types of people in this world: geniuses and dimwits.
Welcome back to the hub of the Demigod Council, Lord Anaxagoras. Surely you remember that countless eloquent orators have stood in this spot before and emerged victorious by stoking public sentiment with their words. And yet there have also been innumerable blasphemous philosophers who set themselves up for failure because they refused to defend their actions. This tiny stage is the most profound embodiment of Akama in centuries. In 15 days, this site shall also become the most important, as well as the final turning point in Akama's history.
15 days, huh? Everything's hinging on 15 days, I'm noticing. Civil War. I mean, it could just be a bloodless coup. The question would just be, how do they plan to overthrow Aglaya?
May the both of us carry out our duties with honor and lead the masses back toward the Era Chrysia, a golden age with no death, strife, or trickery.
Oh my, 15 days and nights. That aligns perfectly with the date of your demise. Could such a coincidence truly exist?
Using death to prove myself fits my intentions perfectly.
What strong conviction you have. As expected of the hero who dared to stand up to the Gold Weaver.
As expected, she misunderstands you.
That's enough, Lady Kindness. Dispense with the niceties. I only accepted your invitation so that I can serve the commoners alongside the members of the Council of Elders. Don't test my patience with such superfluous formalities.
Well, you say that now, but surely you also require my aid as well, so that you can stay alive even when being pursued by the Golden Thread?
You worry too much. She won't show her hand too freely, as she still needs to garner support from the masses at the Citizens' Assembly.
Even someone like me can tell that only a sliver of her humanity remains. Surely you're not asserting that she will definitely act in a rational manner.
As you're no doubt aware, Aglaya covets the core flame that I possess, which makes it the bargaining chip that allows me and the rest of you to negotiate with her. However, in return, I'll need the Council of Elders to support me as much as possible. Naturally, this includes the guards as well. You're well aware how valuable Circe's core flame will be in the Era Chrysia that you are desperately pursuing. Talk is cheap, so you'd better act prudently as well.
I understand. After all, this battle of wits is just a means for each party to acquire what they need. As long as your request is reasonable, the Council of Elders never shortchanges its allies. Since we're both intent on mutual cooperation, let's not mince words and just speak plainly to each other. Let us decide how much we can secure for ourselves and how much we're willing to sacrifice, like true philosophers, with our words and wisdom.
Let's begin then.
Continuing from the earlier topic, let us discuss our common enemy, Aglaya. She is the second most experienced Chrysos heir across the whole of Akama, who has gradually lost her humanity to the ravages of time and the ablation of the core flame. A formidable opponent indeed. Admittedly, there is ample reason for her to take your life. Yet your previous reasoning is quite sound. As a seasoned political animal, it's unclear whether she will actually cross that irreversible boundary. Moreover, she still needs you alive so that the Titan's trial can be completed. Is there anyone present who can swear by the sacred vow of Kefali and guarantee that you weren't in league with that woman before coming here? Are you just trying to pull the wool over our eyes and aid her in her savagery?
She just needs vassals who will do her bidding without question.
If Aglaya required a suitably intelligent Chrysos heir, then I'm the best fit for her needs. However, it's quite evident that she has no need for a Chrysos heir who could break free of her control at any time. Since I believe in neither Titans nor the prophecy, there's no way that I would willingly walk on the path that she extols. Given how rigorously she enforces her principles, how would she ever accept a heretic such as me?
I understand what you mean. At the very least, the both of us agree that this tyrant who wallows in extravagance and greed is the greatest threat to achieving peace in Akama. The Council of Elders is willing to defend your right to live, just as we defend every oppressed citizen. However, I regret to say that sentiments in favor of the Chrysos heirs and Aglaya are only growing in magnitude. The peace that we are aspiring toward, as well as everything that we hold dear, will be destroyed completely. The city will be burned to ashes, and the citizens' blood will be shed. Tell me, what are you willing to do for our esteemed citizens so that they can vanquish the enemies of our fine city?
Ooh. See, guarding my support is equivalent to guarding the support of the entire grove. I'm not sure how valuable that is, considering the grove has basically been massacred to being almost... But I don't know if that's better than this. We'll try this.
Aglaya's authoritarianism, conceit, and arrogance have granted her unfettered control for the most part. Yet these traits are also her greatest weakness. If I can render her helpless by forcing her to experience the agonizing pain of betrayal, I am certain she will never recover from such a setback.
I don't know about that.
Surely you don't believe that such a tiny betrayal will be enough to push her to her wit's end.
What's more, there are many who remain silent, merely watching to see how much chaos I can unleash. Not to mention, you know full well that the Chrysos heirs have never been a united front.
In the name of Kefali, Akama thanks you for your sincere and valuable thoughts. At this stage, it's clear that you and I understand the benefits to be won from this discussion. Let me put it plainly. The Council of Elders has always been renowned for its fairness, and that fairness is built on a foundation of sincerity. The Council of Elders has vowed to all citizens of Akaba that it will always remain loyal to them. As for you, my lord, how will you guarantee that you will be able to live up to such earnestness and will not betray Akama's indomitable citizens when the opportunity presents itself? Just as you now betray Aglaya when it suits you.
Absurd, my loyalty is a question.
Surely you jest. My loyalty does not need to be proven. The fact that the Council of Elders is asking for proof of my loyalty is itself akin to a form of betrayal.
I am incredibly honored to have witnessed the both of you bury the hatchet.
I don't think
civilized
Kindness was happy
manner.
with that last one.
However, I am afraid that I must interrupt for a brief moment. As the Theoros, I have observed the following. Lady Aglaya, the Goldweaver, is currently on her way to Dawncloud.
Oh. Well, I do believe that we might have a slight overabundance of guests today.
Feeling dissatisfied, Lady Kindness? Despite the Council of Elders' lofty residence on Dawncloud, it must still tolerate the whims of the Chrysos heirs.
So you were holding back just now. Seems like you are better at playing this game than I. In any case, I'm glad that she's arriving here. So tell me, Anaxagoras, now that you're an ally of mine, if Aglaya were to demand that I hand you over, what should I do?
You can do as she says. Tell her that the Council of Elders merely wished to chat with me and had no intention of offending her. However, by doing so, the authority of the Council of Elders will be as thin as papyrus that has been soaked in blood. Not only can it be destroyed at the slightest touch, but the Council will also lose possession of a valuable core flame. No, more like 2 core flames. After all, at the next Citizens' Assembly, that young lady who is synonymous with death will also be standing on our side.
What?
Oh? How can you be sure of that?
Is that of importance to you? All you need to know is that I have a plan. In my opinion, you should be more worried about the impending threat. If Aglaya can seize me in full view of the masses today, she could also dismiss the entire Council of Elders in one fell swoop tomorrow.
True!
If that happens, the discussion that we've just had will turn into an utter joke instead. Is this the outcome that you wish to see, Lady Kindness?
Fine. I will handle this matter appropriately. But you do best to remember this. Fool the people, and karma will be on your tail. I'll overlook it this time, but don't count on there being a next time. Unless, of course, you crave cruel punishment and consider suffering the perfect state to ponder the true nature of souls.
Well, what do you know? That happens to be one of my rare talents.
We shall see, then.
Ah, I've got to say that you've managed to really impress me again. But shouldn't you be going after more?
Dying to know what I'm after, hmm?
I mean, I'm the reason Titan after all. It is in me to ask and seek answers.
Easy there. You'll learn the answer soon enough. I didn't bring it up with her purely because she doesn't have the means to give me what I truly want. It's as they say, onlookers see most clearly.
Ah, what is Lycus got? I missed some streams as Aglaia Evil. I would actually recommend catching up, but because there's been a lot of stuff that's happened that if you missed the last few, but it's not that she's evil, it's just that there's a political kerfuffle because the Council of Elders obviously have their interests, right? Where they where they want to have more power. And Aglaia has been existing for at least 1,000 years in charge, basically, as the Chrysos heir, and using the popularity of the prophecy of the Flame Chase journey in order to advance her authority and control. But of course, the council wants to have more control, right? And they will justify this on the matter of saying, hey, the people should be more representative here. Why are we living under the tyranny of Aglaia? Because again, Aglaia has shown that she's willing to, she's constantly spying on everyone. She's incredibly restrictive on what can be known and discussed, right? Like she tries to keep the whole idea of even trying to leave by escaping from the sky out, right? And she does it on the justification of, I'm doing it for your own good, right? So again, both sides are basically trying to argue is like, no, we have the best interests of the people at heart. But it comes to a head where it's like, okay, well, this democratic elected body, which is more like an oligarchy, is saying, no, we should be in charge. And Aglaia is saying, no, I should be the one in charge, right? And that's what's being navigated. But it seems like it seems like what Anaxa wants, he's trying not to get from Kindness necessarily. It seems he wants it from Lycus, actually, who's been watching this whole time. So let's see what this is about.
The true masters of Dawncloud have always been the Theoros, who watches over everything.
Alright, what do you have to say?
An expected visitor. Welcome once again. You know, you could actually skip all the pointless debate and come straight to me to seek an audience with Kefali. I have no reason to refuse you, do I?
You may not, but Kindness has. Whoever gets hold of Kefali's core flame will get to rule over Akama. She's wary of me, so naturally I had to gain her trust. I would say that debate was not at all pointless.
I would say she trusts you entirely.
Very true.
In my view, this individual has gone to great lengths to get close to Kefali. He might very well be plotting something nefarious against the Titan. Are you still willing to let him pass, knowing this?
Yes, very much so. All living creations are always free to visit Kefali's transcendent vessel. This comes with being the World-Bearer.
How convenient it is to be able to hear what they say.
It is truly my honor to speak to a venerated Titan in person. Please, go ahead. Let me join you both on this journey. Oh, a bygone myth tells of an occasion where Kefali once answered their followers' questions on the peak of the Holy Mountain. Their followers have since believed that scaling this Titan cliff is one way of being with the god.
Hear that? It's not every day that you get to climb a mountain with Circes. You should sing me a hymn of praise.
Go melt it down. Titan hymns are beyond me.
Alright. Anything else you want to say, Lycus? No? What is it, buddy? Oh. Guy's going at his own pace. Forgot to grab the thing back there. That's fine. Where's the other map? Am I crazy? Got a few stuff I can actually do with this one. Huh. No. What did they do with the other map you could do? I know it exists somewhere. I have no idea. Maybe it's because... Oh, it must be because I'm in, like, an AXA. As an AXA. Must be that.
Go ahead. Take this Yanis shortcut, and the long pilgrimage stairway will be waiting for you at its end.
I have to admit, I never expected you to not ask me anything. Not even my motive.
Yeah, what's your
Because
angle?
I know very well what it is you are after. As the saying goes, a gentleman helps others achieve their goals. I have a feeling that your theory will be validated at the end of this journey. I believe Kefali will not deprive you of your right to ask your question, especially now that you're on the brink of death.
Did we mention that to you?
You must be closer to Kefali than anyone else. Wouldn't you agree?
I hope things go as you say, then.
Putting a child of justice into a farcical world is bound to turn it upside down. It is my hope that you bring a much-needed change to this world which is on the brink of destruction.
Well, I guess, what are you plotting? I can't see what this robot man's angle is. If he's actually trying to help this planet, or he's got some other goal in mind.
Honestly, this is my first time going up to Dawncloud's peak.
What a splendid view. Isn't it about time you recognize the magnificence of us Titans?
Well, I don't see how this place is different from those temples in the city. All they have are magnificent facades. And even though I've come this far, I'm still doubtful about getting useful clues from him.
I must be getting ahead of myself to be expecting to hear something nice from you.
Oh? Haven't you been in my head for some time now? It's high time you get used to how I feel about things. Alright, we're just a short hike away from Kefali. No time to waste here.
So the intellectual debate from earlier was too draining for you, huh? If Amphorius gets a new lease on life, you should focus on strengthening your body and stop shirking social interactions.
Save your concern.
The Titan is in sight. Can you make it?
Why? Are you going to carry me up if I were to fall now? I know how far I can go, so just hold your tongue and come along.
Fine then. I guess I won't say any more. I'll just wait till your soul dissipates completely to gain control over your body.
Yay!
Wait. Who is that? Circes? Hey, look at that.
Huh? What should I be looking at?
Am I hallucinating? Or do we even get to see souls when we're close to dying?
Why didn't you bring your favorite spear with you on this trip, Nias?
Nias? I know I've heard this name somewhere.
Yeah, that's, what's his face? Damn, I forgot the Strife Titan's name now. Yeah, but, Nikador. Nikador's name when he had his human piece.
Huh. It's unfortunate. The Black Tide destroyed every last inch of my calyx.
Oh.
How could that be? Even a creation of Georios, from their prized ores and molten fire, couldn't escape the fate of destruction?
Hey, Xerxes. Do you know a certain Nias?
Nias? No, not that I remember. How did you even think up such a strange name?
I just saw him. Nias. A warrior-like figure who was just chatting with you here.
No, I have no such memory. Could you be hallucinating?
This is a departed spirit.
I've got so many thoughts flowing through my brain right now, and I'm like, which one could potentially be correct?
I suppose I can just ignore this.
Because they talk about Georios, right? Maybe this conversation will clear. I don't know, because I'm starting to wonder if the Titans have a human past. Like if they were originally humans and then they
Enough
became
about
gods.
me.
But then why do they talk
Did
to the Black
Kals ever
Tide?
reply to you?
Well, regrettably.
Seems like the price of becoming a demigod is a lot heftier than we thought.
Kals. Demigod.
Oh my god, wait.
I've never heard of this person. Which Titan's authority did he inherit?
Look on the bright side, Nias. Since we've come all this way, I doubt he'd snub his old friends, would he?
Were the Titans Chrysosairs? No, that doesn't...
Let's just hope we mean as much as the world to him.
Hey! Are you seeing that same hallucination again?
Yes. It's still you and Nias, but you're now talking about a certain Kaos.
That's to be Kef.
I'm guessing he's one of your companions?
Kaos? This name sounds just as strange to me.
Never mind. I think I know what this is about. If things are as I thought, then they aren't hallucinations, but the souls of people.
What? But if those are the souls of the dead, then what am I?
Beats me. For all I know, you're just an illusion I conjured up in my dying moments. Let's just keep going. As long as I take in more sights and hear more stories.
Know your limits. Wander too far among the dead, and even I might not be able to save you.
I'm fine.
So either...
If this is indeed as I thought, then this will be very amusing.
Alright, so... If the Titans were originally
Go melt it down.
Chrysosairs, and they were trying to become dead... So... But the problem is the Black Tide, right? The whole thing is that the Nikador, Nikador, Zagreus, and some of the others only appeared when the Black Tide appeared. But clearly we have Cersei's Reason Titan and Kefali existing as, like, demigods Christ. So I just don't understand what the history of the Black Tide is, unless it's some weird, like, time loop scenario or something. Oh, God. shit. There we go. Just matter that I got down there.
I suppose I can just ignore this.
I suppose. Or those goddamn butterflies.
So, we meet again. I'm...
Oh!
Can you keep going?
Skip it?
Of course.
Miss
I'm
Lord.
just... If I knew we had to climb a mountain, I wouldn't have come along with you.
I guess this also counts as one aspect of the world-bearing burden. If Amphorius does have an next life, you may want to get your body in shape.
Oh my god.
Keep your sarcasm to yourself.
I'm not getting anything of value from them.
No. This is implied there's some sort of time loop shenanigans going on.
Would sooner
But it's
throw
not really
myself
time
off this
looping.
cliff and hit rock bottom.
It's like a world
than exercise
reincarnation.
even a little.
This changes everything.
I am Calypso of the eminent Seven Sages, after all.
Oh!
Training would make me no different from those Helcalithist barbarians.
Have we heard Calypso's name before?
Calypso. She's one of the Seven Sages. A member of the Grove? No, she can't be. I would know her name if she really were one of the Seven Sages. Hey, Circes. Does the name Calypso ring a bell? Circes?
What?
Gone. Doesn't matter. I can do this myself. Looks like I'm nearly there now. The land of the dead.
Yeah, I've seen lots of spirits at this point.
Oh, beautiful old world. Where are you now?
Oh.
Oh, legendary Era Chrysia, return to the mortal realm. Splendid gods once walked the paths we walk. Alas, all that's left of that warmth is a hazy mirage.
Devout emissaries, heretical scholars, the lost wanderer, and the desperate outlaw. At the edge of divinity, we look up in awe. In a fleeting moment of terror, the long road behind fades from memory. Uh-oh.
We're here. Finally. So, I don't get to ask the Titan my question. But all of you make for a pleasant surprise, nonetheless. Very well then. Let me uncover the truth for myself.
Reset the simulation? It seems like it's not even a reset necessarily. It's some sort of, because these are different Chrysosayers from the other one. So either A, there's like an actual Calypso that exists somewhere on this planet that didn't become... No, because then it seems like the Chrysosayers become the Titans, and when the reset or whatever happens, let's call it a world reincarnation, it causes the demigods to become the new gods, and then a new batch of demigods are created, and it's happening again, and this just happens in an endless cycle. Huh.
Did I still fail to make it in time?
Maybe Lygus oversees this, and this is why he doesn't care about showing having an Axa see this from Kefali.
So, I'm back here again. I can hear it. I hear it from the depths of the tides, behind the closed doors of the void world. A voice ready to tell me something. This time, the voice is a lot clearer than before.
Oh. Oh.
Since we've come this far, let's just wait.
Oh.
Lord Nias and Miss Calypso, are you both here to visit Chaos too?
Yes, and we've been waiting for quite some time now.
Regrettably, he hasn't answered us. The worst-case scenario is that he's already been overwhelmed and crushed by the world-bearing burden.
You're overthinking, Lord Nias. I can still sense Chaos' soul in the area. And besides, we both know Chaos' nature. A deliverer like him wouldn't fall so readily, much less give up on all that he holds dear. Isn't that so?
Yes. I have faith in him.
That reminds me. Why are you making this trip alone, Polixia?
Oh, my sister needs more time to make sure the flowers are fine.
Polixia? Pollux?
Such a pity. Both of you have hearts kinder than anyone else.
The dragon is her sister!
Yet you are born only to take over Thanatos' divinity.
Oh my... And her sister became Thanatos! That's why she's looking for her so hard!
Everything that I see and hear this time has left me shaken to the core. What may seem like a mundane conversation is in truth a once-in-a-lifetime exchange that has revealed the ultimate answer to Circe's question.
You're the last demigods.
The conjecture has taken shape and must now be solidified into a theorem. Next, I only need to seek verification from Kefali. By doing so, I can answer Circe's question and reclaim my body. But no, I will not do that. That isn't important.
What?
Because another one of my conjectures, one that I have always dreamed of proving, has been proved right this very instant. Fusing a mortal soul with that of a Titan to replace said Titan is not a ludicrous idea after all.
Oh, so she did Don Hung's POV.
What are you thinking about?
Just amazed at how this towering tree is Circe's divine body. It's a majestic sight.
Is that so? You don't look the slightest bit amazed, though. Plus, you seem to be strangely familiar with the city around the Great Tree.
Merely something from the past that I won't go into, Hesian.
Events of the past, huh? I was also a child when I looked up at Circe's. Their leaves and branches reflected the sparkling stars. And their trunk was like a pillar that supported the sky and ground. I stood at this very spot back then, imagining the day when I could climb to the top of this tree. Because I would be the closest I can be to the sky at that spot.
You're a sky priest, yet you study at a place that is home to the Reason Titan. That's rather counterintuitive.
Don't read too much into it. I mean, can mortals even hope to reach Aquila's realm? They're a strict and draconian god. Nothing like Circe's. Reason is willing to share what is theirs with others, but Sky only expects people to revere them. You get what I'm saying, right, Denny? After all, the Titan that imprisoned you and Grey here in Amphorius is none other than Aquila themselves.
Yes, I didn't count on provoking the ire of a local god.
But there will always be people who dream of soaring towards the sky. The Grove has a wealth of research on Aquila, and that is exactly what we are here for. It's just... I never thought Grey would meet with something like that before we set off.
As a physician, I should have been there by his side.
Bad luck tends to come in streaks, so don't beat yourself up over it. Besides, Aglaya needs you here to uncover the truth behind what happened to the Grove. Let's just make the most out of this trip and keep a lookout for any documents related to the Death Titan. They could be useful to Kalis.
Yeah, there's no rest for the weary, huh? In any case, what we're looking for could be anywhere in this enormous grove. Let's split up to cover more ground. Danny, with your skills, I'm sure those monsters born of the Black Tide will pose no threat to you anyway.
What about you? Will you be alright on your own?
Have you forgotten that you're talking to the chief physician of the Twilight Courtyard? Have more faith in me. I'll be just fine.
The silence in here is near deafening. With the vast amount of knowledge it holds, this academy is akin to a labyrinth of information. Even the cleverest of scholars would easily lose their way in here. I should gather my thoughts before heading in. How to leave Emporius? The Miss of Aquila, the Titan who reigns over the domain of the skies, is a colossal bird that overlooks the world beneath them with 100 eyes. As long as they continue to soar above the clouds, the people of Emporius will remain trapped on the ground. Hyacinth's forebears were priests who worshipped Aquila. Nobody's more familiar with the taboos of the Sky Titan than her. Seeing how Aglaya sent her here as a guide, it's also that she plans to have Hyacinth take on a trial in the future. Emporius is Titan mythology. In Emporius, Titans are a common topic of discussion. People create myths that, in turn, conceive Titans. It's a tricky task to keep an objective view when among the people of Emporius. Is there a way to step out of the situation and look at it from a different perspective? Titans and Emporius. Titans and Eons are two distinct classes of beings. Titans can communicate with us humans, and it's not possible for us to overpower them. Upon their demise, we can even take over their divinity. In this regard, Titans can be said to be a lot more similar to humans than Eons are. Well, even more so than we thought, huh? Chrysoseirs and demigods. Chrysoseirs are humans who possess heroic qualities, but most of them demonstrate extraordinary combat prowess and strength. Upon clearing a core flame trial, Chrysosair can even ascend to a demigod and inherit a Titan's divinity. Wait, something about that feels off. Is this a selection process of some sort? The Fan Chase Journey and the Prophecy. Guided by the Prophecy, the heroes are on a quest to reclaim core flames and usher in the Era Nova. Their efforts have seen gratifying results to date. As I expected, the Prophecy is the hardest to make any sense of. With barely any information to go on, no matter how much I ruminate on it, it won't yield any results. I should leave this for another time. I should probably turn my attention to something else. Kalis' plight. Nobody could have ever imagined that Kalis' life would be forfeited the moment we landed on Emporius. I should have done more to keep him safe, but it's not too late. We still have a fighting chance. The unique rules that govern life and death on Emporius must just work in our favor and save him. The Grove is a veritable library of knowledge. Maybe they'll have records on a similar case. Please let there be one. Enough musing for now, it's time to move. The clock is ticking. I should search for clues as I move. The night sky feels unusual. Till I've gotten used to the eternal light of Aquila. Alright, we're ending things here, chat. I'm very happy with how much we've gotten out of this story so far. Like, we've gotten ourselves pretty far, all things considered.
This place is rich with the sweet scent of flowers. Can we stay here for a while longer?
We've actually learned a lot. I'm really excited to actually see, like, where we're gonna go from here now. Because it's like, it seems to at least confirm that there's something going on with time and space stuff with Emporius. And yeah, it might actually go into this idea that, like, I'm thinking, what if all the Titans really are actually, like, giant, like, colossal machines, and, like, their souls are just, like, the data of the previous, how do I put this? The previous Chrysosair demigods, their human data, when it's combined with the core flames, whatever those are, end up becoming, like, a data blueprint in order to become the new soul for the Titan. Like, I don't know how or why that has to be recycled in such a way, but, like, I don't know. Also, just the idea that, like, okay, so Castoris refers to the Netherwing dragon as Pollux, right? Pollixia has a sister. It seems very obvious that Castoris is that sister. So is it something like, we have a reset, but it is a reset that then removes the previous souls that were the Chrysos heirs from it. And that's why you could have so many people who could potentially be Chrysos heirs. Like, there's a lot of candidates, and so therefore with every reset, you're able to just kind of use the existing pool of candidates and just work through them instead. So, like, previously, Aglaya and Tribi didn't become Chrysos heirs in, like, a previous iteration of Amphorius. Instead, it was a different people who got the romance and, I forget what Yanis's, core flame is called. The messenger time or whatever it was, right? Oh, I just, there's so, this is so cool. I'm liking this. We're getting really deep into, like, you know, the secrets that are going on here. And I still haven't even met Cypher yet. Apparently, we're supposed to meet her, so that's gonna be cool. We didn't get any combat or stuff done, but that's fine, I guess. I guess we'll be worried about bosses and things maybe next, or maybe even this stream. Or, well, sorry, not this stream, but, you know, this area we're going, since we're going back to the Grove with Danny. I guess we'll see. Alrighty then, chat. I want to end things here, though, for now. Like, this is a lot to chew on. It's been a good few hours. I'm very, very happy with all this. I'm hopeful that we're gonna get even, like, more crazy reveals next time. But until then, see you later, everybody. Bye-bye.